We gon' slide. We gon' chill.
Alright, I'm not gonna do that because we have a lady on the set today, so I'm not gonna. No, I'll fuck with y'all. Welcome back to Hoops and Brews. I'm sorry. I just started doing it because we got a new graphic. I gotta switch up the intro every time. Oh. What's good, y'all? Shout out to all. That's why I had to have you move out the way. I didn't want you to catch some of that accident on boom. You know what I mean? Be caught up on the camera. Be on Breakfast Club. Why did you accidentally hit your guest? Like, hey, that's my intro. Anyways, it's Hoops and Brews. We not drinking brew today. We're drinking sake. Because sometimes I just get sick of beer. Yeah. It's seriously. It's like you pour your own sake. It's just I just really get sick of beer. So shout out to all of y'all. Our guest is not drinking today. Yeah. But it's okay.
Do you say you never drank before?
No. I've definitely drank before. I never smoked before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought it was something you never ever had a drink. I was like, that is commendable.
Yeah, no.
She said, nah.
That's a hard feat.
I mean, you can have one if you want one.
Nah, I'm okay. Yeah.
Respectable. I respect that.
Go ahead, special guest. Talk to the people. Let them know who you are, and why they should listen to your opinion on basketball.
All right. So I'm Ashley Murray. My YouTube is Lily Murray, and basically I am the daughter of an NBA All-Star, 12 years. I grew up playing basketball for a very long time at a high level, and then I went on to play volleyball in college. And I just think in general there should be more women talking about basketball, so I'll leave it at that. But I usually talk more about the issues around sports, but I do watch basketball. And so if you want to check out my channel, I talk more about things like the CA bill and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so, what do you think about this bill?
I like it. I've been waiting for student athletes to get paid. I think this was the best way to do it as far as image and likeness versus making them have to pay student athletes as employees, because that gets a little bit more tricky versus if you use the likeness, then a person on their own can have to make that money based off of their talent because it's based off of the fans who will give them that revenue. Yeah. And so I think it's the smartest way to do it.
Yeah, I saw like a headline or some article that was talking about how they felt women athletes were going to get the short end of that stick, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you just got to get your IG popping now. Yeah. Like now, I'm for real. Like now, it's more incentive. Like go get your IG popping.
Honestly, I think for women's basketball players, it's like honestly better than some WNBA players. I feel like I feel like a lot of them are actually more famous in college than they already actually get to the league. So I feel like for them, it's great. I think they'll be able to like sign some decent level endorsements there. But also, I was watching Give Arenas thing. He kind of like brought up one thing where it's like shoe companies might come in and try to like give players like lowball deals. So it's like if you see a guy who you know his potential, like let's say Zion, right? You be like, all right, I'm gonna give you $3 million for 3 years right now because like that's what you're worth. But you didn't balled out so hard that at the end of the year you worth $90 million, but you didn't already sign over this contract for 3 years, $3 million.
You get $3 million. You get $3 million when you would have otherwise not had that money.
Yes, this is true.
Until you got to the NBA.
This is true.
What if you got hurt that season and you signed a $3 million contract?
Yeah,
it's true.
You know what I mean? Just make sure it's fully guaranteed. Make sure it's fully guaranteed. You know what I mean? If they got a morality clause in it, make sure you honor that morality clause.
Do you think that it could get tricky as far as like with like agents and
I think it'll get very tricky because you have like obviously with the agents coming on board, they can do whatever they want as far as the endorsement side. But I think it'll open more doors for a lot of people who otherwise didn't have opportunities to make themselves known on their own way. Because you had a lot of female athletes who couldn't do things as simply as modeling, but they were more famous than some models at a certain point for looking a certain way. And so I think as far as girls getting the short end of the stick, I could see where if this new bill affects the stipend checks, which I feel like it will. Because how can a school pay for your living expenses if you're already getting paid? So that's the part I think is going to get tricky. But for the most part, I think it's going to help everybody across the board.
No, I agree. I mean, I think it was just time for like the fact that you can be in school and you literally can't make any money off of that. That's just a little bit.
Like you couldn't even coach on the side. You couldn't play in tournaments to win money. You can't sign
an autograph.
Yeah, you can't sign an autograph.
You can't sign an autograph.
You couldn't even like as simply as like if you had a friend who had a clothing line, you're like, oh yeah, I'll model for you. Couldn't do that. Not at all.
That's a little bit. I think that's
NCAA is a great scam, but I appreciate the NCAA is like TJX6. Like they that's what they are. They are elite level scammers.
TJX.
The NCAA is TJX6. They're elite level scammers.
The human embodiment, embodiment of Black Air Force Ones.
Exactly. I mean, that's what they are. That's what they are. That's literally what they are. Big scammers. So like, I mean, I'm glad that the bill is happening. I think it's good that athletes are getting behind it because I feel like a lot of time athletes try to stay out of political things when it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Hilarious.
You spend your whole career complaining about it. Then a bill comes up, you don't
say anything.
Be on the front lines for it. Then it don't pass, and you're like, yeah, but they still should have paid him. And it's like, well, that was your chance.
Exactly, it was your chance.
Funniest thing that happened today was Doc was talking about like
Doc who?
Rivers.
Okay.
Doc Rivers. I mean,
come on, man. What do you mean? What if you're just watching Hoops and Brews for the first time?
Okay, so look, Doc Rivers was talking about just how he loves playing the Australian teams because they move a little bit more than what American teams do. They have a little bit more off-ball movement. And he was like, yeah, we would love to go to Australia and like play in Australia. And they like just left it at it. It was like, I'm not gonna say anything about any other countries. And everybody else just started dying laughing. It's like, I'm not saying anything about any other countries. Just leave it at Australia. We would love to go to Australia and play in Australia. I was like, yo, that is hilarious. What do you like? What do you guys think about that? Like the NBA China stuff going on right now. What do you?
I think it's bigger than basketball, obviously.
Way bigger than basketball.
And so when it gets tricky for me because China is one of those places where like they do not play games with nobody. They don't care who you are. And so I thought it was interesting to see something as small as one GM out of a whole organization making a tweet, and they literally boycotted the NBA.
I mean, that's not. I disagree with that. That's not a small thing.
Yeah,
it's not small.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. That franchise is your main line to China. You know what I mean? Like it's the main way to get to China.
What I was saying was it's like you didn't have like Adam Silver himself saying that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, but he is the president of basketball or the general manager. Is he the president of basketball?
Yeah.
He's the president of basketball operations.
He is the most notable person in the Houston Rockets that's not on the court.
Yes, he
Daryl
is.
Morey. Like that's not on the court. Daryl Morey. It's like I fully respect him being a good human being and sticking up for what's right for humanity. Yeah. But on the other side, what the fuck did you tweet that for?
Nah.
Like, what do you like, bro?
It just wasn't his place.
It's like you really should not have said that.
Yeah.
And like you said, like China is not, and also I feel China.
Yeah.
Like I 100% understand China, and I also understand other GMs that's like, we don't really want to talk about this because like it's technically not an American issue.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not, and it also isn't it like alleged off top. We don't actually know if that's 100% what's going on.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's going on over there.
Yeah,
but a lot of protests are surrounding just like the democratic system, not necessarily all of the human rights issue or accusations that have been coming from the country. It's like it's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
it's like a whole. It's literally just like a lot
of things.
And then like people are trying to put like, oh yeah, see the NBA isn't as progressive. Like the NBA also isn't progressive. I'm like, it's kind of different because it's like that was an American issue that NFL was dealing with. This is like an issue that people probably actually don't even know what's going on until 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Because it was a little bit on the news. I saw that, like the protests, but no one knew what they were actually protesting and how bad it was. So, I mean, for me, it's like, to me, it's two completely different issues because it's like China obviously is an American issue, but you can't compare that to an issue that actually affects all the players in the NBA. That was a Black Lives issue, and all these guys are Black. Let's be real. Yeah. So it's like, to me, that's why it mattered so much to them. Versus this is like it really has nothing to do with them. Yeah,
that's that. But like I feel like that's why some of you like the next GM when he wrote the article, I really think it was like, yo, like this has to stop.
Yeah.
Do not like they talking about the cap might drop. The actual cap might drop.
Yeah.
Because that's 17% of the NBA's revenue. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
But also, even with the cap dropping, like I wonder, like even with thinking about that, some players that we thought might get traded might not even get traded. Like Kevin Love might be stuck. Chris Paul might be stuck. Certain like if the cap is gonna drop and nobody actually knows like what it's gonna drop to, that affects a lot of people. Yeah. That affects trade, that affects movement, that affects free agency. You might see people like opting into deals that they probably wouldn't have opted into because the cap. Like that affects a lot of people. If 17% of the NBA's revenue is gone,
you saw what happened to Kuzma, right? He lost a bunch of sponsorships because he was just in China.
Yeah, Clay too.
Clay
too. Allegedly, like
allegedly,
they took. Allegedly they took Klay Thompson's shoe deal away. Yeah. Or like Anson isn't working with Clay. Anson is not working with Clay right now. Yeah. Because like, they're a communist, so that means the government controls the business. Yeah. So the government say we not rocking with the NBA right now. You can't rock with the NBA right now. Bro, they was painting over the Houston Rockets logos on the courts, bro.
Yeah.
Stop this. Stop this. Daryl Morey, I 100%, literally, I 100% respect you being a good human being.
Damn, Daryl Morey might have fucked up the NBA.
Like Daryl Morey's in a position where it's like if the Rockets don't win and like win, he's getting fired.
Klay Thompson got a 10-year, $80 million shoe deal. Gee, if I'm Klay, gee, hey Daryl, we need to can we just speak for a second? I just need to let you know my opinion on your opinions, my friend. Just like when reporters see me, they're like, hey, can we talk about this tweet you had? Yeah, we can discuss it. We can have a discussion. But that's all that's happening. But even if I'm Klay, hey, we need to talk, fam. We need to have a talk, fam.
The fuck wrong with
It's 80 M's, G. It's 80 M's. I was on a yacht.
I was taking private
That ain't
jets
just
also.
affecting players' financial futures, it's affecting their personal lives too.
I was on
That model might be thinking twice.
I was on private jets all summer. You had to send out that bullshit ass tweet. It had nothing to do with you. What the hell wrong with you? It made me lose $80 million.
That man was just minding his own business on a yacht with a baddie, and he's just like, oh shit.
Come on, G. Daryl, what you on, bro? What you on with me, man?
Damn, that's crazy. But moving on, what's the next topic?
Southwest Division, the division that you did not want to talk about because this might be actually the worst division in basketball. But we have to break it down.
Are you running the show? Because I'm not keeping time.
I was not keeping time.
Okay. Well, I mean, we talked about like NBA versus China for the first 11 minutes, but all right, which team is first? It's like we saved this division for last purposefully, but now that we are here, come on, let's get this through. Let's speed through this. I got some Zion hot takes to let off. It's happening. It's going down.
All right, so first team we're gonna go with is the Orlando Magic. What do you think about the Orlando Magic? What do you?
Shout out Jonathan Isaacs. That's a fellow Florida State alumni.
Florida State. Shout out Jonathan Isaacs.
That's all I got on that. To be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think they're gonna be good?
I have no idea, to be honest. I don't think so, but I don't really pay attention to them. I pay attention to what's over here and what's at the top over there.
I mean, for Orlando, I think they have the potential to be anywhere from like maybe like the 4th to like the 7th seed. I like what I've seen out of Mark Hill in preseason.
Okay.
It looks like his shoulder is fixed. He can actually shoot the ball now. His shot does still have a little bit of a hitch when I see it, but at least it's getting to the rim and it doesn't look like it used to look. He also looks way more confident. Like he just looks like there's a load off his shoulders. You're in Orlando, you're not in Philly, you're not expected to produce right away. He's in a situation where he can still grow. Jonathan Isaac, I liked him in the playoffs. I think he has potential to be a great 3-and-D wing. He's to continue to improve. Mo Bamba looks like he's gotten much stronger. I think eventually they probably part ways with Aaron Gordon. Because right now it's just like you sign Aminu like for cheaper than what Aaron Gordon is there for. Who obviously Aminu isn't Aaron Gordon, but it's like, do you want to pay Aaron Gordon that money? You could probably offload him off the books.
Yeah, shout out to my man Aminu, man.
Yeah, you could probably offload him off the books. But I do like this team. I think they'll still be a great defensive team. And just for Atlanta, I think if you're a Magic fan, you just have to be happy that you're finally back playing competitive basketball. Because it was like once Dwight had that press conference.
Fans exist?
I mean, but no, like when the Magic are good, no, but like when like the Magic historically have had some great historic teams and some players. I mean, you had the Shaq and Penny, you had T-Mac, you had Grant Hill, you had Dwight Howard. You've been to the finals twice. It's not like Orlando has been a desolate franchise or something like that. For the past decades, you were.
But you sit up here and argue me that the Bulls weren't a historic franchise.
They're not. I didn't say the Magic were historic. I didn't say they weren't desolate. I didn't say they were historic.
Yeah, but you was arguing that the Bulls franchise has been desolate.
No, I never said that.
They ain't got no history.
I never said that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Okay.
I said they are not a historic franchise, and they aren't. Outside of Michael Jordan, what's historic about the Bulls?
All right, bro.
Tell me.
I told you, Jerry Sloan had an error, bro.
Come on, Jerry Sloan had no fucking error.
Yes, he did have an error, bro. He got jerseys retired, bro.
Shout out Bob Love.
How many jerseys retired for Orlando?
They've been around 20 years, 30 years.
I'm asking you, how many jerseys retired?
I think Shaq is retired.
You just named all of them.
What?
Are you sure? Google
Shaq.
it. Do your Googles. I want to see that.
Orlando man.
Do your Googles, B. No, I need to see that. Do your Googles.
I think Shaq and that's it.
I'm not rocking with this Orlando Magic hot take, but okay.
They have one retired jersey, number 6. I don't know who is number 6.
Never heard of that.
But they only been around for 30 years, bro.
All right, whatever.
But again, like I do think the future is not great. I don't know what they'll do in the playoffs. I think they can get somebody some go in the first round, like they did Toronto. Like I thought they gave the Raptors some go in the first round. I like Michael Carter Williams being there again. I like them retaining him as a point guard off the bench. They still have Terrence Ross. Vukovic can still improve. He's Gucci Mane. He's not that old. He's only I think 29 years old.
So
I think at some point in time you probably look to start Bamba at the 4. I think you were the first person to mention that. You probably look to start Bamba at the 4. And because you can
probably call me crazy when I tell you.
I didn't. No, at that I didn't because that actually makes sense. You can also switch off offense and defense. Like you can have Bamba play the 5 defensively, but he plays the 4 offensively because Vucevic is a more low post player than what Bamba is. But Bamba can stretch out and guard on the perimeter and also hit the 3. But again, like I like what Orlando has. I think they can be at least an entertaining team, somewhat exciting. But again, as far if I had to put a win total on him, I maybe would say 44. 44, 45, maybe depending on health, but that's my take on Orlando.
I'm gonna say that the Orlando Magic this year, I think I picked them to be the 8th seed. I picked them to make it over Miami, over the Raptors, and I picked the Bulls to make it as well. But that's just because I'm repping the squad. I'm not. And Larry Markkinen and Zach LaVine. Both gonna be all-stars.
Zach LaVine's gonna be all-star.
Larry Markkinen is gonna be all-star. Yes, he is gonna be an all-star.
I do not.
Yes, he is.
Look, man, I do not
rock with Zach LaVine. I don't rock with Zach LaVine. I don't rock with Vanilla Tracy McGrady. I don't rock with Vanilla Tracy McGrady.
Fuck you mean? That's a Hall of Famer.
Huh?
That's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, who only got you to the first round.
Okay, that's fine.
He in the Hall of Fame? I don't want to hit it. No.
He in the Hall of Fame?
I'm not rocking with him.
Stop, bro.
Michael Jordan played in my organization. You think I give a fuck about a Vanilla Tracy McGrady?
Yes.
And fuck out of here.
Yes.
No, I don't. Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls. I saw that man stretch the hand out after he pushed that man Byron Russell about 8 feet across the floor.
JJ Redick gonna save you.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Stop it.
You can't stop him.
Yes, you can.
Unstoppable. Larry Markkinen never lost. No. Larry Markkinen never lost.
He has this thing where he
Larry
loves
Markkinen
Larry Markkinen.
never
I do not
lost.
rock with Larry
Never
Markkinen
lost.
the way this man's rocking.
Larry Markkinen never lost, bro.
I think Larry Markkinen is a good basketball player.
They only
you think so
they've
much
only
of Larry
played
Markkinen.
60 games together on the floor.
Okay.
Larry Markkinen never lost.
No.
But I got the Magic, I think, as a 7th seed. So for them to be the 7th seed in the East, I think they'll need to win about 44 games. I think they'll get to 44, unless Vucevic like breaks his hand or some shit, some wild shit like that again, or like Aaron Gordon gets hurt because they definitely depend on his scoring.
I think they could maybe survive without Aaron Gordon.
I don't know.
I think if you bring in
if
Markelle,
Markelle is gonna give me 12 a game, then yeah, you can. But I don't think he's gonna give you 12 a game. That man, every Orlando Magic fan, every time I tweet a highlight clip of him just playing basketball, like he's terrible. I'm like, oh shit. So I mean, I'm just saying. So I'm gonna put about 44. What's the next team? Because I don't want to spend too much time on this division.
Miami Heat. I think personally this is an interesting team because I think that there's a guy in OKC, Chris Paul. I think that Chris Paul is going to be motivated because for one, Chris Paul has to play good to get himself traded. Yeah. So he has to come out here and ball to get himself traded. I think that Miami is a team that has a whole bunch of 1-year deals. You have Dragic on a 1-year deal, Myers on a 1-year deal. You have James Johnson is on a 1-and-1. I think he has a player option, but it's at like 12, 15 million. Olynyk, I think, has 1 year left on his deal. It might be a player option. I'm not 100% sure. But this is a team that I still think. I think they'll be one of the better defensive teams in the league. I think they have a shot at the playoffs. I think that you bring in Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is not really a young guy. Like, you're not really trying to like build with Jimmy. Jimmy's already 30 years old. So you want to put a product on the floor that's capable of winning right now.
Yeah, so go get Chris Paul because he's the answer.
Chris Paul
we're beefing with China about to lose 70% of our revenue, but you want me to fucking trade for $45 million a year. What is wrong with you?
That's
like I told you, if Pat Riley trade for Chris Paul, he deserves to be fired.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Stop it.
If he trade for Chris Paul, he deserves to be fired.
Stop it. Chris Paul, stop it. Stop it.
Fired. Legit. And I hope him and Jimmy squabble up at the first time they get together in practice.
Stop it. Chris Paul is still a quality basketball player.
No, he's not.
But look, they do have Tyler Hero, who I really, really like.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is better than Chris Paul right now. Why the fuck am I trading for Chris Paul?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Not.
Yeah, that man Chris Paul had like 6 points in the game the other day, and he played like 18 minutes.
Yes,
like 6 points and 4 assists. 6 points and 4 assists. It's over, bro. I've been telling you that for 3 years. What?
In 18 minutes, that's decent.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is better than that man. Yes, he is.
No, he is
Shai
not.
Gilgeous-Alexander,
Bro.
SGA is better than CP3.
He scores better.
No,
that's it.
SGA is better than CP3. Easily.
Stop, bro.
Pat Riley, you go and trade for that man, Chris Paul, you deserve to get fired.
But look,
Mickey Arison, do your thing.
But look, I like Mickey Arison. I like Tyler Hero. I think that in any trade that they want to make, I think they have to make it a priority to retain Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
I think that the one thing that shocked me about him was I always knew him as more of a shooter. And also, like, it's gonna sound terrible, but like he's white. You know, you expect white people to be able to like dribble and score, but he can actually dribble and score. Like he has shakes. Like he will, like he will isolate you, put a move on you, step back and hit a shot.
You use offense, but he's white.
Nah, for real. Like look,
like white chocolate ain't never.
If he was like one of a million, G. He from West Virginia.
Steve Blake could dribble.
Not like Tyler Hero, G.
He could dribble.
Not like Tyler Hero, G. And that's one in a million, G. You get like one every 5 white players who can do something more besides catch and shoot. One every 5.
Yeah.
When you like see a white player, you think he's gonna catch and shoot. No, Tyler Hero will dunk on you too.
Yeah,
he's very athletic. It's not like he has no ups. He has ups too as well. I think he has a lot of upside. I think him and Jimmy for the future will be great. You have to retain him, which is why also I'm not against you making a trade for at least a Chris Paul or Bradley Beal or somebody for this year.
I'm really confused,
I don't know if this.
Bro.
What's up?
You telling me this kid gonna be the future? But you want to go get Chris Paul to take the ball out of his hands.
He'll still get the ball.
What the fuck?
He'll still get the ball.
Do you not realize how terrible of a team that would be?
That's not a terrible team. He'll still get the ball.
Alright. If
Chris
you traded for Chris Paul to be a first round exit in the East, don't trade for Chris Paul.
I don't think you. But see, I don't think you'll be a first round exit. I think this team right now is a first round exit. I think if you bring in a Chris Paul,
who they beat in the second round? They beat the 76ers.
It depends on matchup.
They gonna beat the Celtics? No.
Yes, maybe.
Hell no.
Maybe.
Hell no. This team couldn't probably even beat the Pacers.
I disagree with that.
Come on, man.
I disagree with
a
that.
healthy Oladipo, they couldn't even beat the Pacers. I disagree with that. Man. Stop this.
I disagree with that. I think the only team that they probably 100% could not beat, could not beat is the Bucks, Sixers. I think I would give them a shot against the Nets. I would give them a shot against the Celtics. I would give a shot against the Pacers. Anybody else, because they have a really, really good defensive team. Like defense is what they hang their hat on. You got Winslow, you got Jimmy, you got Bam, you got great defenders.
You
all
want
around.
to trade for Chris Paul?
He's
Some of those guys gotta go.
Not those guys.
Shit.
Oklahoma City wants cap relief, so you could get Myers Leonard, you can get Dragic. Now they don't really have too many picks, but you can get Myers Leonard, Dragic out of there.
Winslow got to be in that deal too.
I don't think so.
Yes, he does.
I don't know if I want to take Justice Winslow.
Then you fucking keep Chris Paul. Why the fuck do I want a fucking 34-year-old agent point guard that's gonna make $40 million? You know how much money $40 million is?
Yes, but you would be $40 million. Yes, but you would be offloading basically. But bro, you would be offloading basically $40 million to get him.
Who?
You would be offloading
to fucking keep it and pay him more for the next fucking 2 years. What kind of sense is that made? What kind of sense is that made? That don't make no fucking sense. He's gonna be a year older next year.
That's cool. He can still play point guard like G. Chris Paul isn't washed.
Are you really serious?
You think
you
Chris
dead
Paul
ass serious right now?
I still think Chris Paul is a quality basketball player.
Alright, bro.
He can give you 17 a day.
Bro. Alright, bro.
And his man is worth more than the money.
Alright, bro. You traded for $40 million. $45 million for a brain.
Hey man. And also, he's still a quality player. I don't think Chris Paul is washed. You do. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's bad.
He's worth trading a bunch of players away for a 34-year-old agent point guard with a history of a bum hamstring?
Again, if he comes out here, he has to come out and hoop this year. If he comes out here and hoops, I think that's somebody at the trade deadline. You look at Miami, you look at your roster, you look at what your position. Maybe you want to go get him, try to make a run at it.
$45 million worth of cap for the next 2 years to have Chris Paul.
Maybe try to make a run at it.
To lose in the first round.
I don't know. But again, I don't know if you lose in the first round. Conference finals, second round. Again, Pat Riley does not have a history of losing. Pat Riley likes to win. Of this decade,
the second round is winning.
That's decent, yeah. Better than what they've been. When the last time they ain't been in the damn second round? I could barely drink.
So you trade for $45 million in cap.
We want to win, yes.
For a guy that's historically injured.
Again, he got to come out. Again, he has to stay healthy and come out here and ball out. I think Chris Paul will be motivated to get the fuck out of OKC. He has to hoop to get out.
Yeah, I think I'm going both ways. Like, if he stays where he's at, which from what I've been seeing is possible, do not trade for him. He is washed. But I do think there's hope for him to come back. He was injured a lot last season, and hopefully that doesn't happen again this season. And if he does come back and shows that he's not washed, then he's worth trading for.
It's worth trading for. Like again, everybody thinks the metric of success is always the championship. It's not. Sometimes you just want to be a competitive basketball team. I think if you Miami, you look at a team like, yo, we've been knocked out in the first round.
Is a basketball team not a business?
Yes.
That's a terrible fucking business decision.
That's more playoff revenue. It's not a terrible business decision.
For $45 million a year, what is wrong with you?
But G,
what is wrong with you?
Listen to what I'm saying, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Listen.
You talking to me about giving away some expiring contracts and take on 3 years and $45 million?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
How does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
How is that a long-term viable option?
G, it's not like they got mad max contracts on their books. That'd be
What
two.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Listen to what I'm saying. It would be two.
If one of you NBA teams ever hire him in the future, I'm writing a letter to David Stern, Adam Silver, Paul Tagliabue, I'm writing a letter to everybody. Every goddamn GM, Roger Goodell. I don't give a shit. Bud Seeley. I don't give a shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Alright, bro.
You think Chris Paul's terrible. I don't think Chris Paul's terrible.
Look, even KD agree. Imagine thinking the Heat will be this good this year. Even KD agree.
I think he'll be decent. But look again. Look, I think
it's like a troll that literally donates every episode, and like he usually tweets me about like my Kevin Durant slander. So I personally think that it's Kevin Durant's burner account.
Yeah.
Because he always donate. He don't just donate $1 either. He be donating like $5 for like you $5 to slander me and be like, oh, you said you talked about KD when he performed bad in the playoffs. Everything. But even he agreed with me. What is wrong with you?
Wait. Also for Miami, you do have Justice Winslow. Justice Winslow did play his best minutes last year at point guard. So maybe that's something you want to give a look this year, see how it goes. But again, I just think for Miami, you have to evaluate where you are at the trade deadline.
Because and if you trade for Chris Paul, Pat Riley, you deserve to be fired.
Listen, because again, Jimmy is not a young guy, so you can't really build around Jimmy. He's already 30 years old, has some mileage on him. So you're trying to make a run at at least a second round of conference finals right now. But if I had
What did you just say? Repeat that.
Jimmy's not a young guy.
So why the fuck are you trading for $45 million for a guy that's older than the guy that you telling me you can't build a team around?
Because that's exactly why. He's not a young guy. So you want to win right now. You signed Jimmy to win right now. Chris Paul will help you win basketball games right now.
You signed Jimmy because you don't have a star because Dwayne Wade retired.
And also to win right now. You signed him because you don't have a star, because you think that star can help you win basketball games. I think Chris Paul can help you win basketball games in the next 2 years. But anyway, I think Miami will be a solid team. I think if I looked at where I had them, I think I had them sliding at like 7 or 6 or 7, depending on how things go. But I think Miami can end up about 45 games, 46. Maybe shock somebody, do like 48, depending, just on health. But I think Miami will be a solid basketball team, and playoff basketball will finally be played again in Miami this season. You just think Chris Paul is bad, bro. We're never going to agree on this. You just think Chris Paul is bad. I don't think Chris Paul is terrible. I don't even think he was bad in Game 6. I wasn't even mad at Chris Paul in Game 6 last year. Wasn't even mad. He was decent. He played great defense in that series. He was decent. I guarantee you Chris Paul come out here and average 17 and 10 this year. Do you not think that's possible? Do you think that's possible?
I think it's possible, but we'll see. Because he looked very sad.
I don't think he looks sad. Man.
He does.
He didn't look sad. It's just that, like, when you ask the man to go be a scorer at his size and at his age, that's not the best him. But if you ask the man to play point guard, which is like what he's been doing his whole life, I think that's a better version of him. What? What? Speak. What do you think about the Heat?
Next topic, bro.
What do you think about the Heat?
Next topic.
How many games they gonna win?
It don't matter. Let's go, G. Come
Atlanta
on.
Hawks.
Next topic. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Atlanta Hawks.
Next topic.
Atlanta Hawks.
Topic. They gonna win 33 games.
No, they're not. The Atlanta Hawks gonna win like 28 games. It's gonna be a very exciting 28 games to watch, though. They're gonna probably have them and the Cavs are gonna have the worst defensive team in the league. Atlanta's defense is terrible, and they probably lost their best defender, which is Dwayne Dedmon. But I think Trae Young will have a special year. I think he'll probably push his average up to about 22 and 10. I think he has potential to be an all-star. I think that DeAndre Hunter looks like a great prospect for the future. I think that eventually, I know on draft day his comparison was Kawhi Leonard. I can see why they compared him to Kawhi Leonard. I don't know if he'll be that good, but I think he will be a great, solid 3-and-D wing, like a a better Trevor Ariza, I think. I think Trevor Ariza is like the prototype for that, like a 3-and-D wing. I think he'll be a better version of that. Also, I like the way Cam Reddish has looked in preseason. His shot looks great. I think if you could like throw a lineup of like Trae Young, Cam Reddish, and DeAndre Hunter, but Cam has to be better defensively because the thing about Trae Young, I love Trae Young offensively, but he is a god-awful defender. Like, it is bad.
No, but
it is terrible.
But he better than Luka Doncic, huh?
He is. Luka ain't a great defender.
Nah, he better than that shit.
Anyway.
Smacked your man's LeBron shit all around Staples Center.
Okay, anyway.
Smacked his shit all around Staples Center.
Anyway.
All around Staples Center.
But
watch Bron.
But I just think for Atlanta, you just want to continue to see growth with the young players this year. Because I think Trae Young has at least injected some excitement back into basketball in that city. I mean, you always see the Migos that game. You see 2 Chainz that game. You see all them courtside. But again, I don't think they'll win too many games, like I said, this year.
Those same
I think
guys
they'll win
always been at the games, but I feel you.
No, not when they was not
That's
before
a
Trae
lie,
Young.
bro.
I think but I think
goddamn lie. Bro.
I mean, yeah, but you got the ice trade thing. They shouting them out. Like it's a little bit of a different energy now that Trae Young is there. I think Trae Young has injected at least some type of energy because they haven't had a star in Atlanta since Dominique Wilkins. Like a star. You had Joe Johnson, but I don't think Joe Johnson had the star appeal of a Trae Young. You had Al Horford, but no. Then before me, you had Mutombo for like 2 years, but you had Steve Smith, but
what about Shareem? No.
Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
He was decent for them. I remember him
because we like basketball.
No,
the last star.
I was a kid watching him. I remember Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
The last box
I'm not saying he was an all-star. I mean, like some fucking crazy dynamo. I'm just saying.
The last box office player you had.
Shout out to Sharif Abdul-Rahim. If you don't remember that man, cut this stream off and do your Googles.
The last box office player you had was Dominique Wilkins 30 years ago. That's the last box office player you had was Dominique Wilkins. So you finally got another one there. You finally starting to kind of build around Trae Young, figure out what you need around Trae Young. But again, I don't expect them to win too many games this year. I also think the Jabari Parker pickup was a decent one for them off the bench. I think retaining Vince Carter just for veteran leadership was great. And also they'll have cap room in the summer. So maybe what you want to do is just, set a precedent so that like next summer.
Sharif was decent. He was an all-star. He was in Atlanta for 2 years. He was an all-star. He was decent.
That's not what we arguing, bro. That's not what.
I'm just saying.
That's not what we arguing.
You said Dominique Wilkins, the man was a star down there.
No, he wasn't.
He was. He was an all-star. In 2001, 2002, he averaged 21, 9, and 3.
So people jumping out that seat.
I remember Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
So he wasn't box office. You wasn't cutting on games like, ooh, Sharif playing.
Why not? He was an all-star.
Shut the fuck up.
He was an all-star. He was the only all-star on his team.
Stop, G.
He was the only all-star on his team.
Jamal McGlory was an all-star. When you break it down, Wall, see Jamal McGlory play basketball. Lie. G. Lie. Sit here and lie, bro. Lie. Tell me a lie because you don't lie.
It's not.
Lie to me.
Yes, but Jamal McGlory wasn't an all-star on his own team.
Yes, he was.
That wasn't his own team.
Yes, he was on the Hornets.
That wasn't his own team.
Who was better? I think he was the only. I think he was a lone all-star that year on the Hornets in 03. He averaged like 20 and 10 that year. I remember.
Okay.
Stop, G.
Right,
Stop.
Okay.
The last box office player you had was Dominique. You finally got another one. But anyway, they also do have cap room. I think Parsons fall.
And no, he didn't average no 20 nothing. He averaged 13 and 10, bro.
Who? Jamal McGlory?
Yes.
He went to the All-Star game?
Yes.
He averaged 13 and 10. He went to the All-Star game.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I'm looking at the,
I'm
looking at the numbers right now. It says 13.6 points per game, 10.3 total rebounds a game. Do you see it right there?
Yeah.
That was the year he was all-star. Get your bean
He
head
was
ass
all-star.
spreading all this fake news.
He did average 13. But anyway, for Atlanta, like I said, you do have some contracts that fall off the books. You have Parsons at 25. That Parsons contract is finally done with. The horrible contract he signed was finally done with this year. Also, Evan Turner, they picked him up for veteran leadership. Also, he's the back.
Also, Baron Davis was on that team.
Yeah, but I don't think he made the All-Star game that year, did he?
And
yes,
he did.
He did. Okay.
That's why Jamal McGlory made it. Sharif Abdul-Rahim didn't have no help. I think Jason Terry was on that team.
That was help. The Jet wasn't decent, G. Lie on the Jet, bro. Lie on the Jet.
The Jet
Sit here and lie on the Jet, bro.
The Jet was not flying all around Atlanta like that.
He was decent.
He was not flying all around.
G, the man went to the
club. He was not doing all this shit all around Atlanta.
The man went to the club in his game jersey. He had to be hard to do that.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
G.
you don't.
Come on, G. If you trash, you cannot go to the club in your game jersey.
Why not?
Cause no, really.
Why not?
You gotta average at least 18
I wear
points.
HoopsNBrews merch everywhere I go. What you mean?
You gotta average at least 18 points to have the audacity to put to the club in your game, Jerry.
And that year he averaged 16.8, 5.4 assists, and 4 rebounds. That was some help.
He was decent.
He was decent.
Okay, stop. But anyway, Parsons fall off the books, Turner fall off the books, and I think Kraft fall off the books. So you will have some cap room coming into the summer. So you hope that obviously you're not going to attract like the top level free agents, but really there are no real top level free agents next year. But you hope that maybe there's like a Drummond, like a Andre Drummond.
He's not going to be available.
Who, Drummond?
Yeah, the Pistons have said that they're going to do everything they can to keep him.
Okay, well, you have Drummond, there's Gasol.
Unless he just wants to leave, which, I mean, if I'm him, I'm getting the fuck out of Detroit.
Drummond, I think Gasol is a free agent next year. DeMar may become available next year. So there are some second tier guys. So maybe you hope that, we can put together and show that we're building something and convince somebody who maybe won't get max money, but we can pay them max money because we have the money to overpay them and bring them into our franchise and, start to reset our franchise to get us back towards the playoffs.
Yeah, they in the chat room right now arguing about Vince Carter. Somebody said people talk about Vince Carter's veteran leadership. All this man has done is not go home when it was his time. Somebody said Vince Carter is that coworker that comes in on his off day because he's bored. Somebody says all veteran leadership means is a good locker room guy and keep the young guys out of the strip club as much as you can. Somebody said Vince Carter still wants to check. Somebody else said Vince Carter's that one cousin who don't know when it's time to go home.
What do you think about the Hawks?
I think they're going to be bad, obviously, and Trae Young is really good, and so I'm going to watch him play and see what he does this year, obviously coming off of that award, but we'll see.
You?
I think, like I said, the Hawks are going to win 33 games.
They'll be lucky to get to 33 games.
No,
God has blessed them to get to 33 games.
I just think that we have to look at this team in the same way that I was telling you that I think that I'm ready for the new crop of guys to be better than the old crop of guys. Some of these motherfuckers just got to get better. Like John Collins, there's no reason why he can't be an all-star in the East if he really wanted to be.
There's a reason this year.
No, it's not.
This year
he has all of the physical gifts. He can give you 20 and 10. He can elevate his game to another level.
I don't know if it's coming.
Trae Young, second year. I'm expecting Luka Doncic. He my sleeper for MVP. Trae Young should be an all-star. He could be an all-star for the Hawks.
100%.
Him and John Collins could both be an all-star game if they hit that level. Yes, they both can. They can. No, they can. He's already giving you 20 and 10. It's just the team is bad. So if they win and they hit another level, I want all these new guys to be better than the old guys. I'm sick of watching all these old guys now. Unless your name is Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, and that's really where it ends. I don't care about none of the old players no more. My D Wade is gone. That's all that mattered to me. D Wade is gone. Mike is gone. D Wade ain't walking back through that door. I hope not. D Wade, please don't.
D Wade still play.
He can still play. Don't.
You wanted to retire D-Wade 2 years ago. D-Wade can still play.
If you go to the big three, my friend, I will root for you. I'm watching whatever team is on. Killer threes, I'm watching them. All right, but you come back to the NBA, I'm going to be saying the same thing I said last year. Take your old ass home. Go home. Stop ruining your legacy and your point per game average so that way I don't have to slap my son in the back of his goddamn head for telling me that Dwayne Wade ain't a top 5 shooting guard of all time by like 2030.
I would have choke slam my son about KG. Like, shut the fuck up. G.
Like, for real. Stop.
Oh, they also have picked up Damon Jones, who you hope can. I think that him and Trae Young can. I mean, Damon Jones and John Collins and all Trae Young, give him a lot of.
Damon Jones?
Yeah, from the Warriors.
Damian Jones.
Yeah, okay. Damian Jones. That gives him a lot of vertical spacing. So I mean,
that you was talking about the point. I'm like, that motherfucker's a coach.
No, Damian Jones. So they do have a lot of. I think they have the foundation of the team that they want for the future around Trae Young. It just has to grow, and I think that with all these young guys are gonna go through a lot of growing pains. The defense is gonna suck. They might end up with LaMelo Ball. Not even joking. They might end up with the number 1 pick next year.
They're not going to get LaMelo Ball.
They might end up with the number 1.
Then Trae Young got to go.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Put them both on the court.
Why?
They can play off each other.
I want LaMelo to hold the ball.
They can play off each other.
No, I told you Kobe Bryant meets LeBron James. That's what I told you.
That's not an accurate comparison.
Yes, it is.
Penny Hardaway is a much better comparison.
Kobe Bryant meets LeBron James.
That's not an accurate comparison.
I don't care what you say. He hasn't even got his. He don't even have his man body yet.
Okay, that's not.
And he's already as big as everybody else.
Comparison.
Yes, he's gonna put on about 20, 30 more pounds in the next 3 years, and he's gonna be Kobe meets LeBron James.
No, G.
And remember, I said it first. What does that even look like? I said it first.
Yeah.
It looks like exactly what I told you. It's Kobe Bryant, but a way better passer and a better rebounder.
That's Penny Hardaway.
It's not fucking Penny Hardaway.
Kobe Bryant is a better passer than Penny Hardaway.
Gee, and I said a better rebounder as well. Penny Hardaway can't go out there and give you 8 rebounds a game.
Yes, he could. In this area, yes, he could.
Nigga, I'm sorry.
In this area, yes, he
I'm
could.
sorry.
Why do you disrespect Penny Hardaway? He was good. He was nice.
I'm talking about this motherfucker being one of the greats of all time.
Penny was one of the GOATs. He just got hurt. The fuck is wrong with you?
He's not one of the GOATs. I'm talking about being top 25 all time.
The motherfucker was second team only made his third year.
I don't care. Derrick Rose won an MVP his fucking third year.
He was on track to be the greatest point guard ever died.
He didn't die. He's still on track to me. He's still on track. Still above Chris Paul. Still above Chris Paul. D Rose never lost. No D Rose slander zone. I ain't going, fam.
Look, G, when I say that,
I don't care.
G, I love D Rose as much as anybody.
Nah, I bet you D Rose numbers look better than Chris Paul's this year.
Scoring probably.
I don't want to hear that.
Scoring probably. The rest of them no.
What did he give you? Like 18, 5 and 5 last year? 18, 4 and 5, something like that?
No,
Chris Paul ain't doing that.
He did not give you 5.
Whatever. He better than Chris Paul. D Rose better than Chris Paul right now.
That's fair.
Period.
That's fair.
Period. So I don't want to hear none of that talk.
That's fair.
We back, and he gonna be an All-Star this year.
Quite possible.
And I don't ever want to hear none of y'all ever tell me he ain't gonna be a Hall of Famer again when he become an All-Star this year. Cause I'm voting for that man every day. And if you from Chicago, you better have your ass on that goddamn internet and voting for that man every goddamn day.
Every day. I'm voting for that man every day.
If I'm the Hawks and I draft LaMelo Ball, goodbye Ice Tray. I will see you later.
But regardless, though,
I will see you later, my friend.
I think they'll get a high pick, and I think Cleveland's gonna keep their pick. They have Cleveland's pick the year after, I think. Yeah, because they have Cleveland's pick top 10 protected. Cleveland's not gonna be good enough to fall out the top 10, so the year after they'll have Cleveland's pick. So I think like the future is bright for Atlanta, but they gonna suck this year. They're gonna be a great team to watch suck, in my opinion. Moving on, Charlotte Hornets.
Moving on.
Charlotte Hornets. What do you guys think about Charlotte Hornets?
I'm moving on.
I think they got a couple young guys that can try to make a name for themselves in the league. Past that, they're going to be really bad.
Can you name those young guys?
PJ Washington, Miles Bridges, Dwayne Bacon. That's all I really care about, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I think that Dwayne Bacon has a chance for most. I think the most improved player could possibly come from Charlotte. I think with Kemba leaving, taking away like so many shots, you have Dwayne Bacon, he can score. Mm-hmm. You have Miles Bridges, he can score. I think that you have Rozier, he can score.
Yeah.
So I think the most improved player could possibly come from there, and also they're not in as bad of a situation.
Most improved player gonna come from a 17-win team.
It's just about the numbers you put up, not about winning for most improved player.
The most improved player gonna come from a 17-win team.
Yes.
What?
It's just about the numbers you put up. If you go from 8 to 20,
you on this episode?
If you go from 8 to 20,
it's gonna be so many more players that make a big quantum leap on better teams, bro.
I don't know about that.
Nobody's looking at the Hornets saying, "Let's go give Bridges most improved player of the year." They gonna win 17 games.
It doesn't matter.
They gonna put a new meaning to the name lottery.
It doesn't matter if he goes from from 11 points to 22 points. It's a quantum leap. That's the most improved player in the league.
No, it's not.
It's for most improved player. It's not about games you win. It's about your personal improvement
wild
as a player.
Hell.
Am I wrong?
You are wild as hell.
It is about your personal improvement, but they only pay attention to you if you're winning something.
Thank you.
Bobby Simmons of the Clippers, when he won it, I swear to God, I don't think they was in the playoffs that year. Let's look at the most improved player.
Bobby Simmons won it in 2004, 2005.
They might have been in the playoffs that year. I think they did make the playoffs that year.
Yeah, no, the Clippers didn't, but they were 37 and 45, not 17 games.
Most improved player.
What is wrong with you?
Look, but again,
exactly.
No, look, listen. I'm just looking at the player list.
Exactly.
I'm looking at the player list. But no, I do think they have a chance to at least have somebody in the when you do the award ceremony in the conversation. I think that Miles Bridges could be a guy, Dwayne Bacon could be a guy, Terry Rozier could be a guy, and they aren't really in as bad as a situation as you think. Marvin Williams, $15 million, that falls off the books.
Okay, well, you know what?
I take that back. $17 million. What?
You have a shot. Because Kevin Love won most improved player of the year that the Timberwolves won 17 games.
Exactly.
But it's Kevin Love.
Yeah.
We can say it's Miles Bridges.
Get the fuck out of here, all right?
We don't know. We got to see the man hoop.
What?
I also think that Charlotte is a place where, like, if you're a team and you think that, Marvin Williams can help me, Bismack Biyombo can help me, Malik Monk can help me, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist can help me, I think that's a team where you try to, like, go and, like, get them from like that team and like put him in your team if you have a playoff team. Also, Nick Batum, I don't think they're gonna be able to get him off the books, but maybe with some wizardry they can. I doubt they will be able to, but maybe they can. I don't think they're in as bad of a situation as people think they are. I think that with them, it's about clearing the cap. I think that next year, when all these contracts falls off, you can maybe have enough money for a max. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not looking at it and counting it all right now, but maybe you have enough money for a max. Maybe you want to give Brandon Ingram some money. You know, he's from North Carolina. Maybe you want to give him some money. Maybe you want to overpay somebody. I don't necessarily think they're in as bad of a situation as people think they are.
Funniest part is, if we talking about Miles Bridges, that's how I know that man ain't gonna win no Most Improved Player, and he's gonna be in his second year.
So what?
You're not seeing
Quantum League.
You're not seeing that.
Bro.
If Mikal Bridges averaged 20, I'm shaving my head and I'm gonna be on this show bald for the next 3 years.
He averaged
like fucking Montel Jordan.
Gee, he took 6 shots last
What's wrong
year.
with you?
Listen, he took 6 shots a game last year. Only started 25 games. Let's go to the split, see what he averaged as a starter. When he started starting, he averaged 9 and 5, and then the month of April 10. If he can go up to like 19 points, like the shots are gonna be there. He was only taking at that point in time per game. Can't see how many shots he attempted, but he wasn't attempting that many shots.
This is really y'all king.
He wasn't attempting that many shots.
Like y'all that hate on me in the comments, this is y'all king.
He wasn't attempting that many shots.
This is y'all king.
Nah, like.
But I got bad hot takes.
I'm just expecting a breakout year for Miles Bridges. I'm sorry. I'm just expecting him to do something. I'm expecting Rozier to be better. I'm expecting a breakout year for some of these guys.
How many wins?
20. If God blesses them, they gonna suck. But I don't think they're in that bad of a situation. They're gonna suck this year, yes.
They gonna have a breakout year.
Yeah.
Whatever. Shout out to the homie Richard C. Wright Jr. He donated. Thank you for donating. He said the NBA regular season is around the corner. Can't wait. Great content as always. Shout out to you, Richard. We appreciate it, bro. I just saw that you donated. Thank you for that hefty donation, by the way. That was a $10 donation. Shout out to everybody that donated. We appreciate all of you, including Mr. Jumpman 49. I see you switched it up out there. I'm on your neck, B. But all right.
And anybody have anything to say about the Hornets?
No, nobody wants to talk about the fucking Hornets.
Last team.
Michael Jordan don't want to talk about the Hornets, and he owns them.
Last team
He's why he's selling shares.
Last team in the division, quite possibly one of the teams in the most interesting situation in the league right now, the Washington Wizards.
The Gizzards.
They're gonna suck, I think, but I don't necessarily know what they should do.
Cry.
Like, you have John Wall, nobody's taking a contract. You're stuck with him.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal would be your best asset, but it's like, do you want to trade Bradley Beal? Do you actually want to trade Bradley Beal? I mean, they have the rookie. I can't fully. Is it Rahu Makrama?
No. Rao Hachimari, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Hachimari. I mean, he's looked decent. I mean, he's looked good in summer league. He's also looked good in preseason. Also, Mo Wagner winning game without missing the shot. So he's looked good. In preseason as well. I thought Mo Wagner should have played more last year with the Lakers. I thought they should have put him on the court some more. But again, I don't think this team will be very good. But I think this team is in a. You do have some young guys. Like you got Bonga, you got Troy Brown. Like I said, Mo Wagner, Yama Himi's who type that man contract will finally be falling off the books this year. But yeah, they're just in a really, really tough situation.
The Wizards have Isaac Bonga starting at small forward.
He's not gonna start at small forward. Troy Brown's gonna start at small forward.
Okay.
Troy Brown's probably gonna start at small forward.
I was about to say,
or actually, Riri might start at small forward as well.
Who?
The rookie.
Rui?
Yeah, he might start at small forward.
No, he's playing power forward.
I don't. Yeah, they do have Thomas Bryant as well.
He's playing power forward. You start him at power forward. He's a power forward.
I don't know if he's gonna start at power forward.
So why not let him start where he belongs to start?
Yes, he belongs there?
Yes, he belongs at power forward. He put up. Even on versus the Bucks, 10 and 12.
He's 6'8". He ain't
10 and 12. Why not?
Anyway,
Draymond's 6'5".
Draymond is 6'5".
He just did his measurement.
Well, no, he really like 6'4". Yeah, he really is.
She said Draymond really is 6'4".
He is not that tall at all. At all.
But yeah, they have one of the trickiest situations in the league. Like, I mean, I guess you just play it out, try to like grow some of the young guys, and if somebody can present you with a deal for Bradley Beal that blows you away, I guess you take it. But I mean, you're kind of stuck, man. Like your best player who you play a Supermax 2 towards Achilles, And I don't think you're ever going to see anything close to the John Wall that you saw before after the Achilles, and especially knowing the type of point guard he is. Never really had a crazy jump shot anyway, so we depended a lot on his athleticism and ability to get by people. And I think that explosiveness in that first step is, good as gone. Yeah. At this point,
Achilles is,
and he's picked up weight.
Oh yeah, nah.
So I don't.
He has.
Look at him from like 4 years ago, and look at him now. It's a little bit bigger. I mean, you could say his muscle, but he's picked up weight in general. Like, you never see John Wall posting people and fading away for the most part. So, like, his game was like that quick crossover and getting to the rim and laying the ball up. I don't know how quick that first step going to be off the Achilles.
Yeah, it's going to be rough for Johnny Gang, son.
But again, you don't just want to like throw people to the wayside because like what John Wall has meant to that community, also what Bradley Beal has meant to that community. So you want to make sure that you treat them right, because if you don't treat them right, you might find yourself in a situation where players don't want to go there anymore.
Nobody wants to go there anyway.
Debatable. I mean, the DMV it's not a terrible place to play.
Who's like, oh, let me go play for the Wizards?
It's not a terrible place to play. The DMV is not a terrible place to play.
Last time you heard NBA players, I really wanted to be here.
But look, there are worse places to play in the league than the DMV. You can play in OKC.
You could be playing basketball in the actual DMV. That's about it.
Charlotte.
I mean,
it's worse than. Come on, G. DC. You can go to Rose Bowl at least.
I mean, I guess you can go to Redskins games.
You go to Redskins games.
You can go to Carolina Panthers games. They got a lot of
good-looking women in DC.
So what you saying about the women in North Carolina?
I haven't seen women in North Carolina, so I'm not going to comment on women in North Carolina. But from what I've seen on the internet,
Finna have a Charles Barkley San Antonio moment on your head.
The DMV has a lot of decent-looking women that I know personally. So it's not a bad place to play basketball, especially if you're black. I mean, it seems like black people love the DMV.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad place to play basketball. You can convince somebody to come to the DMV. Gilbert went there a while back.
I mean, IT went there, but it's like.
I mean, did IT have a choice?
Yeah.
That's the point. Nobody wants to go there. So if I'm them, trade Bradley Beal, try to see if you could get some of them treasure trove of picks from the Celtics if they want to trade us back like Jaylen Brown and maybe. Nah, I don't. I'm not. Gee,
I didn't say for Chris Paul.
I was all right.
I mean, maybe trade for Steven Adams, like ask for
I'm cool with that.
Paisley, and give me all and mad picks.
Yeah, but if I'm the Thunder, why would I give up all my picks when we trying to get rid of Chris Paul for salary dumps? So we gonna need them picks in the future.
You're not gonna need all of them.
I mean, you gonna want to take as many as you can.
They're not gonna use all them picks, bro.
So
they got way too many picks.
Yeah, but there's no point in trading them now.
I'm not even saying like
get rid of them. You gonna send them to Washington? I'm keeping these. I'm offloading these.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you put Bradley Beal in that OKC team, maybe you sneak in the playoffs.
Yeah, but if you the Celtics, if I put Bradley Beal with Kemba Walker, we good. Bradley Beal with Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum.
You probably have to take Gordon Hayward's contract back though.
If I'm Washington?
Yeah. But that fall off the books the same time as Bradley's contract. So what did you do for yourself?
We got some of them picks from the Celtics. They got a bunch of picks. The Celtics got like 3-4 picks every year.
They'll have the Grizzlies pick the year
after. Get
a
bunch of them picks. Like literally, give me like 3 picks. I'll take Gordon Hayward back as a favor, and you give me Jaylen Brown. Give Jaylen Brown his extension.
That's a lot.
Huh?
That's a lot to ask for Bradley Beal.
What?
Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward, and picks for Bradley Beal. That is a lot, bro.
Right, huh?
That is.
I'm taking back Gordon Hayward.
That's still a lot. I'm gonna give you multiple first round picks.
All right,
and Jaylen Brown.
Well, then you got to make a choice. You either gonna give me Bradley Beal. I'm sorry. You either gonna give me Gordon Hayward or you gonna give me Jaylen Brown. You got to give me one of them.
Let me know. You can.
I don't want Gordon Hayward, but I don't really want Gordon Hayward actually.
You gonna have to like.
So actually, really for me, if I'm Washington, give me Tatum or give me Brown.
That is you not.
And
that's
Robert
not
Williams, and I'll get
that
and you
can't
get in the
done.
picks.
That actually can't.
Why?
That don't work.
Why? Because of the contract.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Any big trade the Celtics want to do, Gordon Hayward's gonna have to be involved with that trade.
Then
trade.
Find a 3-team. Send the White Knight back to Utah.
Who?
Send them back to your team. Send the White Knight back to Utah. Send the White Knight back to Utah.
Win total for Washington. How many wins do you think they can put up?
12. No, I'm joking. They gonna win like 23 games.
They're gonna win more than 23 games, G.
No.
Come on, G. Bradley Beal good for more than 23 games.
I mean, I don't know.
If Bradley only good for 23 games, I'm not trading you all that for Bradley Beal.
I think it's gonna be a Devin Booker with the Phoenix Suns type of situation this year, and it's not gonna be pretty.
I think the Wizards can win 35 games. I think 35 games is fair for the Wizards. I think they can win 35.
I think it
games.
depends on IT, to be quite honest.
Come on, G.
I'm dead ass. IT he's currently out because he's got like a thumb fracture or something. It's gonna take 6 weeks. But if he can come in there and off the bench get him like 14, 15, they could probably win 35 games. But they gonna need some offense off the bench. Mo Wagner is not the answer. Isaac Bonga is not the answer. I'm sorry. None of those guys are the answer. Johnny Gangsign, whenever he come back, you can't heal your heel standing on couches in the club. I've been saying that for forever. I haven't seen that man in the club recently. I have not. Have you seen John Wall in the club recently? Not in LA, but I'm just saying on pictures of John Wall in the club.
How, G?
What you mean?
He has a torn Achilles, G. How is he gonna be in the club?
Because it's John Wall.
Come on, G.
Because it's John Wall.
He has more issues in life right now. Like his fucking body.
Because it's John
being
Wall.
a Rose Bar, G. Like,
because it's John Wall.
But while we talking about
Johnny
Washington,
Gangsign.
while we talking about Washington real quick, the Mystics won the championship. Did you watch the WNBA finals?
Yeah, I watched the last game. That's awesome.
I was covering the Clippers game and talking to Kawhi Leonard after the game. I wasn't thinking about the Washington Mystics. Shout out to the Connecticut Sun, though. They tried their best.
Yeah.
They choked in the last 4 minutes, but they choked in the last 4 minutes. They choked in the last 4 minutes. They brought the game. They tied the game back up, and then after that, they literally just gave up a crazy run. You choked.
I don't think
They choked.
But anyway,
They choked. They had, I think it was like a shot clock violation, a turnover, a miss mid-range jump, and I think a missed shot at the rim, and the heavyset girl, I forgot her name for
Shamika Strickland.
Yeah, Shamika Strickland. She missed the three, like a wide open three, and it was over.
I think the issue. Nah, I think the issue was like Courtney Williams got in like hero ball mode, which she can do sometimes. It works out sometimes. Shout out Courtney Williams, but she took some very questionable shots in that game. They kind of forgot about John Quill. They didn't get the ball. Like if you look in the fourth quarter, third quarter, John Quill was getting mad touches in the first quarter. The second half, she was not getting the same type of looks. But all in all, like I think it was a great WNBA finals. I mean, WNBA season is now over with. But I mean, I thought the finals were great, and I'm happy that Washington won because I think they won with the play style that needs to permeate through the league. I think that they all need to prioritize shooting. I mean, like even the tallest players are really only like 6'4", 6'5", so everybody should have a jump shot. So I just and usually when teams win, everybody wants to copy the winner. Yeah. So I think that the Washington Mystics winning will be good for the league.
I don't think that personnel doesn't exist in the WNBA. I'm gonna just keep it a
I think it does.
No, the fuck it
doesn't. Shoot more.
Emma Meeseman came off the bench and gave you 20 in 3 games.
But also
that don't exist in the WNBA.
But also
she hit like fucking. She was like shooting 60% from threes in the series off the bench.
But listen, I have a theory as to why that though, because the Mystics actually have their own gym. Yeah. So it's like they can actually go and get shots up whenever they want to. Most teams in the W, they can't get shots up whenever they want to. Like a lot of shooters just going to practice shooting. Like if you don't have a gym you can get shots up at, it's very, very hard to get better at shooting.
They gym is a reason why John Quill Jones couldn't defend the pick and pop.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, the fuck it ain't. That's not why that.
That's not what I'm saying.
We saw some historic shit.
That's not what I'm saying.
What other team in the WNBA can be anywhere near closely constructed to the way that they are constructed?
I think a lot of them could.
None of the teams have personnel.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Who?
Connecticut, the Sparks.
Yeah. The Sparks don't have the personnel. They got one person that can dribble the ball.
No. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
They got one ball handler and no shooters.
Hold on, no. But
who are the shooters on the Sparks?
Listen.
Who?
Listen.
I'm asking you. No. Answer the question. Who are the shooters on the Sparks?
I think they would have more shooters if they had gyms to practice the shot in. It's very hard to become a great shooter if you have. Am I lying?
Nah.
It's very hard to become a great shooter.
There's hella gyms in Europe, G. They be hooping all year round. I don't want to hear that, bro. Stop that. These women are probably some of the most well-conditioned athletes, period, in the world. Probably damn near more so than NBA players because they have to travel and go to. Yes, it does. Because they always in the goddamn gym.
Do we even know if they have a gym overseas that they go and get shots up at? And also that's one time a year when you come back to America. And I'm playing in the WNBA. The only time I can shoot the ball is at practice, unless I want to go to LA Fitness or Lifetime Fitness. The facilities you give players.
That's how every other team in the NBA is gonna build the Washington Mystics by getting a gym.
It's a fucking start. For instance, the Clippers.
What the fuck you been on this episode? Literally, what the fuck you been on this episode?
Listen, the Clippers. Their product improved when they actually got their own practice facility. At first, they practiced.
And when they got rid of the fucking racist owner.
But also.
And when they got a number 1 pick in Blake Griffin or number 2, whatever the pick it was, I believe he was number 1.
They were still losing.
And when you got Chris Paul, because David Stern didn't want to give Chris Paul to the Lakers.
And they also had better facilities around that time as well too. When you get better facilities, when you invest in your product, you get better results.
That's not giving every team in the WNBA the Washington Mystics. You have to have the personnel to be able to do that.
Yes.
Emma Mieseman is a 6'4", 6'5" center that can stretch as well as sometimes hit some shots in the mid range. She can finish at the rim, and she was killing Jonquel Jones and every other woman that was on the floor in the pick and pop.
Yeah, a lot of teams can do that though.
No, the fuck they can't. No, they cannot.
Get better.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
You're not finna tell me Neko Ogumake finna turn into Emma Mieseman. No, the fuck she's not.
Get better.
She's
Shoot the
not.
ball. Shoot the ball.
She's not gonna take 10 threes in the finals and make 7 or make 6. It's not happening.
Good. Why can't she? Just shoot the ball more.
Because the Sparks get a gym, that's what's gonna happen?
It would help a whole lot.
Man.
And my like Lily. Look, you as a student athlete, does this not make sense?
It makes sense, but you gotta have the personnel to be able to do that. That personnel don't exist in the WNBA.
I disagree with that.
That's why nobody can stop it.
I disagree with that. I think the personnel, look, obviously you're not gonna get Deladon, you're not gonna get a player getting 50, 40. Like, you're not gonna get the exact same personnel. But I think you could replicate some of the same things.
You gonna replicate Chrissy Tolliver, Deladon, and Emma Mieseman off the bench?
Some of the same things, sure. Like, granted, you're not gonna get that exact same player. Like I said, you're not gonna get Deladon getting you 50, 40, 90, but you could replicate some of that. Yes. Again, even like the biggest person in the WNBA is still 6'6".
What does that have to do with anything?
All y'all should be shooting. Just shoot.
That's the mechanics changed based upon your height, bro.
It's even easier to shoot when you're 6'6".
Not when you got breasts.
What it is not that they need more gym time. I think they need people to prioritize making them shoot, because I think they're trying to replicate regular basketball and NBA basketball where the tallest people only do this, and there's not enough people being like, no, we should all be training to shoot. You know, so I think that's what it is. It's not the gym; it's the training when they are in the gym.
I agree. I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
But it might shift, like you said, once they see how this worked out. You know, so
just get every team in the NBA Chase Center, and they gonna turn into the Warriors from last year.
That's not. I just did Chase Center. I said a practice center. But look, bro, a practice center will fucking help. It's 7 o'clock. I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Fuck it, I'm gonna go shoot. I'm in a shooting slump. Fuck it, I'm gonna go shoot. I'm gonna go take 100 jumpers. I can get better in season, as opposed to I gotta only can get better in the off season, or I gotta find a gym. I gotta go to Lifetime Fitness. I'm not going to Lifetime Fitness if I'm a fucking professional player. I'm just not doing it. Also, hire better training. The Lakers didn't have a shooting coach. That's why you shoot free throws terribly. You got a fucking shooting coach. Get a shooting coach. When you invest in the product, you get better things.
That's not turning other teams into the Washington Mystics.
I'm not
anyway, Zion. Here
we go.
He's coming. Y'all better get ready. Zion is coming for the crown. He's coming.
Can we talk about
It's been amazing.
Can we?
It's been amazing.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Talk about your tweet.
What? I need to talk about my tweet. So, how do you feel about Zion Williamson?
I think Zion looks. I still want to see Zion against an actual NBA defense when they actually scheme for him. But Zion looks great. Like, I love the way that they've been using him. I think Giannis needs to get his jump shot. I don't think Zion actually has to shoot his jump shot all year if he doesn't want to.
Nah.
If he doesn't want to, I think that the way that for the most part he catches the ball on the move, like so his momentum is going forward, and he's so athletic and so big that once he elevates, you have to foul him. If he's gonna shoot 75% from the line, he's gonna easily average 22 points. I think that someday he can very well. I think every year he plays, he'll come close to leading the league in free throws. I think as long as he doesn't get hurt, I think he has a great future ahead of him. And literally, he's like the evolved version of Larry Johnson. Like, I was watching some Larry Johnson highlights, and like Larry Johnson was just 6'4" and didn't have the same level of athleticism that Zion has, and also didn't have Lonzo passing the ball. And I think that there's no better situation that Zion could have came into than the Pelicans. You playing with 2 point guards, you playing with a guy in Lonzo who I still think, as far as if he's talking about passers in the league, I think he's top 5. I'm sorry, I do. I think he's a top 5 passer. I think he's a consummate point guard. He's Jason Kidd, but taller, in my humble opinion. And defensively, also, I think Zion just needs to get smarter defensively. Because I think sometimes he puts himself in bad positions because he's just not seasoned yet. But I think Zion looks great, man. Like, so far in the preseason, like, he looked great. I think that he probably is the favorite for Rookie of the Year, obviously. Ja will probably have a little bit more shot attempts, so we'll see how that works out. Because I think Brandon's gonna like eat into his points, because Brandon is still the best scorer on the team right now. But again, Zion looks great, man. Like, I think he's supposed to have a great rookie year.
Yeah, currently he's averaging 23.3, 6.5 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists, 1.5 steals, shooting 71.4% from the field goal range and 25% from three, 68.8% from the free throw line. That's where he's got to really improve at on the free throw line. And I think every night he should be going out there and giving me 10 rebounds, period. Like, I don't need to wait for next year. We don't have to teach you how to rebound. You can jump over anybody. Russell Westbrook gets rebounds off of sheer will. You are more energetic than anybody else on the floor. Go and get me 10 rebounds a game. And if you can't go get me 10 rebounds a game, I at least need 8. Period. Because once it happens, when teams start running Derek Favors off the goddamn floor because he's too goddamn slow, they probably going to drop Zion and play like a small ball lineup where it's going to be like Lonzo, JJ, Ingram, Zion, and Drew. That's going to be their like small ball lineup. He got a fucking rebound. I don't like he had 5 rebounds versus Utah, 4 rebounds versus Chicago. You should have more than 4 rebounds. Now, though, he's been scoring like crazy, so it's not. I don't care about the scoring. The scoring is gonna be there. If he don't average 23 this year, I will be very surprised.
Here's the
minimum.
thing,
That's why I said I think he has the potential to be better than Michael Jordan. I really does, bro.
Like,
he does. He has the potential to have a better rookie year, bro. He does, bro. He does. Even everybody complaining to me about defense. Kawhi Leonard literally told me, I don't really know what we're doing right now on defense. We just running schemes and trying to get to know each other.
That's for the other team as well. Listen, bro, you are like
exactly.
You listen, bro. You are
exactly.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you.
So when you finally put the whole team out there, we had a scheme.
Habitual line step. I'll be with you.
I'm a habitual line
yes,
step.
I'll be with you.
You just fucking told me Pat Riley should trade for Chris Paul for a 35-year-old watch point guard, but I'm a line step.
I'll be with you.
But I'm a line step.
I'll be with you all the way. And then you then that's like you willing to go where no man has ever gone before. Stop!
I told you this last year.
Do you know what Michael Jordan averages?
I told you this last year, though. Did I not tell you this last year? No, answer the question. Did I not tell you this last year?
Wild did.
I don't care.
Why you can't just listen?
Lil Jumpman, hold on. Did I literally predict everything Zion was gonna do?
No.
Yes, I did. That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie. That is a lie. I definitely predicted everything he was gonna do. I told your ass he was gonna lose in the goddamn tournament. They lost in the tournament. I told you he was gonna lose, and after he lost, he was gonna shine the Jumpman, which he did, and they was gonna turn him into Lil Jumpman. They turn this man into Lil Jumpman. He got to go out there and hoop. Yes, he gonna be better than Mike.
He average 28, 6, and 6.
Yes, he can. not the 6 assists. I don't think he averaged 6 assists. I think he averaged 28.
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
He has to be playing with Brandon Ingram, bro. Brandon Ingram averaged like 21.
Brandon Ingram is literally like one him and Zion Williamson disagreement away from not being in New Orleans anymore. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't want to hear that. If Brandon, like I told you, if Brandon Ingram is taking more shots than Zion Williamson, Alvin Gentry need to be fired.
He's a better scorer right now.
No, he's not. This man Zion put up 29 in his sleep.
Yes, but look,
he could wake up and literally drop 29.
Yes, but again,
Zion, no jump shots.
Yes, but again, a lot of that is him moving and moving. If you want to dump the ball to somebody like, yo, we need a bucket right now, we in a rut. Like, just move away from that man.
Who can stop him?
Ingram is the guy.
What you mean? Zion, he can't dribble?
Who?
Zion.
Yeah, he can dribble.
Okay, then what are you talking about?
Again,
you talk about Zion like fucking Jaren Jackson Jr. or somebody.
Listen, but
he's way more skilled and got a way better handle than Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yes,
he can pass, he has vision, he can finish at the rim with either hand off either foot. And against big men, he made Rudy Gobert look like a crepe.
Yes, but once people actually start
send that man back to friends.
Yes, but once people actually start scheming for you, you're not gonna be able to shoot 71% every single night. Once people actually really start putting actual schemes together for you,
why not? Why not? Dwight Howard, 6'9", shooting 60% from the field goal range. Why not? When Zion can jump as high as a Dwight can jump.
Yeah, but Dwight is,
and he weighs more than Dwight ever weighed right now. Then, do you want to know why he made Rudy Gobert look like a crepe? Because he probably weighed more than Rudy Gobert. So, yeah, he's 6'6", but when that 6'6" fucking freight train get to running at you full speed, oh shit, I'm a crepe. He better be glad he didn't get his ass dunked on.
He's not shooting 61%. He's not shooting 71%.
Turn that man into a beignet.
He'll probably end up shooting about, for the season, 57%.
Is that not fucking amazing?
That's great.
Yeah.
What?
That's great. But again, if I still need a bucket right now, like if I need a bucket, an actual bucket, I'm going to Brandon Ingram.
I'm going to Drew Holiday if I need a bucket before Brandon Ingram.
I don't know about that.
I disagree with that.
Drew
can create his own shot off the dribble, and if he can't create his own,
can too.
Bro, what is this obsession you have with Brandon Ingram, bro?
I think he's fucking good.
You literally tweeted the first game they played, I don't know what Brandon Ingram's role is on this team.
Yeah.
What is his role?
To score. He's a scorer.
Drew ain't even been playing in most of these games,
we in a half court, Brandon Ingram is a scorer.
Drew Holiday ain't been playing in most of these games. He finally played today.
Listen, can you
listen? The man averaged 22 and 7 last year.
Listen. I tweeted that during the first half. I also tweeted in the second half he looked much better in this half. The first half looked like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Second half he settled into the game. He looked way better in the second half. First half, I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
No,
second half he looked much better. And also in transition, Brandon Ingram is pretty good. In transition.
He's not better than Zion Williamson.
He's not. In
transition,
no.
when I see Brandon Ingram's skinny ass on the wing, and I see Zion Williamson flying from half court, I'm gonna throw this off the backboard, catch this bitch, and he gonna jump up. Did you see the half court pass Lonzo threw to him earlier?
It was a great pass.
It was a terrible pass.
It was a great pass.
It was a terrible pass. It was a terrible pass.
It was a great pass.
No, it was a little bit too late. He caught it and literally was already at the rim by the time the ball got there.
I feel like Lonzo put it right by the rim. He just guided it in.
No,
he
put it off the backboard and put it in.
Today?
Yes. That pass that he caught, it was at the rim and he laid it off the backboard and went in.
Sure?
Yes, but literally by the time Zion caught it, he was damn near coming down from his jump.
Yeah, okay.
It was a cool pass, but it was more of like, damn, this kid is freakishly athletic because he could just hang in the air like that. At 285. 6'6", 285, Freight Train. That's what his new nickname is. The Zion, the Freight Train Williams. Remember, I called him that first. Like Thomas the Train, Zion the Train. All right, running through your city.
We'll see.
Running through your city and the bitties.
But again, I think as long as he can stay healthy, I think he has a great future at it. But he has to stay healthy.
Better than Michael Jordan's rookie year.
I think that's the thing with someone that athletic who plays that high. It's like the history behind players that play that way, they always get hurt. So I think he obviously has some things that are different from all those players that ended up getting hurt. He's a little bit better on the ground and, on defense. But I think it's a high potential of him getting hurt playing that high, especially when they do play teams that scheme against him. Not everyone knows how to get out of the way of something like that. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
But you wild with the Michael Jordan.
I'm not wild. And also the other thing that I want everybody to take into account is, right, the same way I said with Luka Doncic, and the same way I when we had these conversations about LeBron and his rookie year, and you telling me how much greater his rookie year than his and even Ben Simmons. I still believe Ben Simmons had a better rookie year than LeBron. With LeBron taking 28 shots a game. Mike taking 19.8 shots his rookie year. Zion gonna be able to give you 23 to 24 on like 13 shots a game. So yeah, you gonna look at Michael Jordan numbers and say that 28, 6 and 6 is better, but not really. Not if he got to take 8 more shots to get it every single night.
Mike was still shooting 50%.
So what?
Come on.
That's not the point. The point is he had to be a volume shooter in order to do that.
Because no, he didn't.
No, yes he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
50%.
Mike was never gonna give you no motherfucking 28 points on no goddamn 16 shots a game.
Damn,
you're lying. You're lying.
He did it on 19.8.
When?
His rookie year, 19.8, 28.
That's 20 shots a game.
If you take 2 away, that's 25 points. He taking 2s.
I said he not giving you 28 on those 16, 17 shots a game.
I don't know if Zion gonna do that every night.
You wild as hell.
Every night, I don't know.
Who is gonna stop him? He not going to. Now, don't get me wrong. He going to have games where he put up like 11 or 12.
And also,
he going to put up 8 and everybody going to like, oh, he's terrible. But I also think he going to drop a 40-point game this season.
I do too.
I also think he going to have a couple 20 and 20 games this season if he get lucky. Especially if he play against the Hawks.
And also, look, Zion came into a way better situation. When you walked on the court in Chicago.
What do situations got to do with you being a better player?
Fucking lot. When you walked on the court in Chicago every night, from the second he stepped on the floor, you had Michael Jordan guard, nobody else. Stop Mike.
You got to stop Zion.
But he ain't the only person.
Who the number one option on this team? Sit here in front of the word a lot.
I don't think it's Zion. I think it's Brandon Ingram.
What?
I do. And not like Mike.
You on
at least you like look.
You on that shit.
Listen.
You on that shit.
But listen, you gotta ask the question. From Mike, the second Mike walked on the court, it wasn't no question. It was Mike. Who was
I
the
don't
number
have
2
to
option?
ask the question.
No, listen.
I don't have to ask the question.
Listen.
I know Zion Williamson is the number 1 option because you drafted him number 1.
Who was the number 2 option?
Who's the number 1 option on the Pelicans?
It's Zion.
Is it Brandon Ingram?
No.
Who's the number 2 option?
Brandon Ingram ain't even the number 2 option.
Listen. Who was the number 2 option on the Bulls? Michael rookie year.
His rookie year. Actually, I don't even remember who's.
There you go.
Hold on. Wait a minute. people gonna remember who was the second. I mean, was second option on? I mean, Zion rookie year.
Oh, yes.
No, the
Mike,
fuck
and
they
it was
are
actually
not.
Orlando Warriors.
The only reason, and exactly, he's a memorable name. The only reason why
I remember the man.
Huh?
You didn't know the man.
I didn't
Did you
remember
know?
the man.
I didn't remember
No. But the only reason why is because I'm running through my Rolodex of all of the players that played during that era.
Because nobody knows who played on the team.
Because also a lot of motherfuckers don't know Michael Jordan played with George Gervin. So it's certain shit like that during that era. But that era when the Bulls, they had a bunch of random guys
coming playoffs as a rookie.
So what? Zion gonna take them to the playoffs? I told you that already.
Not taking this.
What they a playoff team last year? What they a playoff team last year? What they a playoff team last year? Do they have any All-Stars on this team this year? I mean from last year.
No.
Exactly. I don't want to hear it.
This roster better than the goddamn roster Mike came into.
I don't want to hear it.
This roster better than the roster Mike came into.
The West is way better than the East, and I think the Bulls.
That's not true. In the 80s, you're lying. In the 80s, you're lying. You're lying.
They won like 38 games a year.
In a goddamn great Eastern Conference, the fucking East was great. The East in the 80s.
Zion and them gonna win like 40 to 40. I mean, they gonna win like 40 to 46 games.
No, they're not.
Mike and them won 38 games and made the playoffs.
No, they're not.
Got into the playoffs.
No, they're not.
But I'm supposed to be impressed by that. No, I don't want to hear that, bro.
No, look, the East.
Like I said, Zion is coming for the crown, Mike.
The East in the 80s is what the West is right now.
Tell Mike to get off the runway because Lil Jump Man
in the 80s is what the West is right now.
No, it was not.
Lying.
No, it was not.
You're lying,
bro.
Everybody who watched any type of basketball in the 80s would tell you the Eastern Conference was the better conference. In the 1980s.
Okay, so what? But the Eastern Conference had people backing into the playoffs with 38 wins. I don't want to hear that. Nobody in the Western Conference is getting in the playoffs with anything less than 42. Period. So stop lying. Stop the cap. Take the cap off. You got the big cap on right now. It don't matter. You got the big cap on right now. It don't matter. You got the big cap on right now.
It was like 4 less teams.
You got that big cap on right now.
It was 4 less teams in the league. That's why you would see things like that. Because there were 4 less teams in the league, which matters a whole lot.
And Zion.
So you played certain games 6 times.
The other reason why Zion gonna be better than Mike, Zion is 2 whole ass years younger than Mike. What you gotta say now?
What does that mean?
What the fuck you mean?
Better than Michael Jordan?
What? Yes, he is. Better rookie year. Better rookie year. Less shots, more rebounds, higher efficiency. When Zion have a 30 PER this year, you come back and you talk to me about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Because we don't have to agree on it.
We never going to agree because in my opinion, Michael Jordan did more with less. Michael out there by himself.
And Zion, guess what? He doing more with 2 years age of less. That's what it is. 2 years less age. That's what he doing it with. 2 years less age.
Why do you have to do this?
I don't want to hear that. And you sit up here talking to me, Mike didn't have no help, G. Orlando Warriors that year averaged 22.9 points that year. Quentin Daly averaged 16. Dave Corzine averaged 6.5, G. That team wasn't no scrubs.
That team wasn't good.
Fucking Orlando Warriors scored as much as Scottie Pippen ever scored in his career. Lie to me.
That's dope. That's dope.
Tell me that ain't a fact.
That's dope.
All right, exactly.
That's dope.
So I don't want to hear that. Get out of here.
Mike was still far away the best player on the team.
What are the 20-point per game scores on this Pelicans team?
Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram.
I don't know about that.
Drew
Holiday is not going to get 20 points per game this year. No, he won't. No, he won't. And
if he
Brandon Ingram will average 16.5 points per game this year.
And if he don't, the only reason why is because you'll see 5 to 6 people in double figures for the Pelicans. Lonzo Ball, Derek Favors, Brandon Ingram, Drew Holiday, JJ Redick.
I'm not upset with that.
Might get to 9.
And that even to me that make it even more impressive what Zion gonna do when he put up his 24 on less shots than Mike. And they still gonna make the playoffs and win more games.
I don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yes, they are. I bet you they win more games than this Bulls team.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you they win more than 38 games. Lil Jump Man is coming.
You ain't gonna play the Celtics 6 times.
I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that, bro.
You didn't play the Celtics 6 times.
I don't want to hear that. You gotta play the goddamn Warriors, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, the Utah. Because what do you mean? What do you mean?
The Warriors. They're gonna be anybody else first.
Who was the last team you saw represent the Western Conference Finals and the championship?
Why you mention them first?
Who was the last team you saw the year before that? And the year before that? And the year before that? And the year before that? Exactly. I don't care. No matter. My MVP still on that team.
Okay.
The first unanimous MVP in NBA history still on that team. Stop it. Stop the cap. Take the big cap off. You're capping. Stop lying. We here. Zion. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. The Zion freight train. We on there. The new freight train. Let's get it. We're running through all competition.
Okay.
Remember it. Remember it. Okay. How many points he gonna average this year?
21.9.
Take that cap off.
21.9.
Take that cap off. Luka averaged 23 last year, and Luka was saying it was easier to get to the rim and score in the NBA.
21.
Get out of here.
I say 21.9, 6.9 rebounds, and 2.9 assists with 1.1 steals and 1.4 blocks, shooting 58% from the field and like 20% from three.
How many turnovers a game?
2, 3.
2 or 3. It's a big difference. It's a lot of
2.8.
2.8. Mike averaged 3.4 as rookie. I don't want to
He had the ball more.
Zion never lost. Let's get it. Zion never lost. Let's get it. What's next?
I want to talk about.
I'm sorry, I'm hot.
Are there any players that have impressed you this preseason?
Not Donovan Mitchell.
What should be on?
Not the Utah Jazz. They've been looking mad unimpressive. My man Zion, like I said, he made that man Rudy Gobert look like a crepe. It's a wrap for them.
So can you name some players who have impressed you this preseason, Ashley?
It's a wrap.
Nah, I just was watching the Lakers. That's all, and waiting for the real season to start.
They've been unimpressive too outside of that first game.
Yeah.
Fam.
They haven't fucked with the rotations.
Disaster waiting
Same
to happen.
with Clippers. Clippers are Terrence Mann. Shout out Terrence Mann. He did really well.
Yeah. I think the Lakers and Clippers are both messing with the right. I think they put out their actual rotation in game 1, and then after that just said, we gonna try shit.
Yeah.
Like Rondo and KCP should never be starting. Why is Rondo starting? Rondo be getting smoked defensively. Smoked defensively.
Oh, Joe Ingles off the bench for the Jazz?
Yeah.
Gee, y'all not making the playoffs.
Yes,
bro.
they are.
Y'all
Stop
not
it.
making the
They're gonna
playoffs,
make the playoffs.
G. Y'all dead ass not making the playoffs. Gee, the Utah Jazz starting lineup is Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Royce O'Neal, Bogdanovich at power forward, and Rudy Gobert.
It's a
G.
good ass starting
Smoke
lineup.
season.
It's a good starting
Smoke
lineup.
season.
It's a good starting lineup.
Smoke season.
It's a good starting
This man
lineup.
Donovan Mitchell versus the Pelicans had 10 points on 4 of 11 shooting, on 36% from the field goal range. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
Sounds about right.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
Utah Jazz fans, y'all not making the playoffs. I'm on y'all neck all year long.
You don't think they're gonna make the playoffs?
No.
Okay.
You think the Pelicans are gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Exactly. The Jazz not making it.
They're making the playoffs.
No,
bro.
because if the Spurs make it, I picked the Mavericks, but I don't pick the Mavericks because I'm a Luka Doncic fan, and I think him and KP could fuck around and do something that we haven't seen from 2 white players on the same team since Kevin McHale and Larry Bird.
They're not from America.
It don't matter. There's still something we never. It don't matter. It's still something we've never seen before.
Not America.
It's still something. No, we haven't.
Dirk and Steve Nash.
Dirk and Steve Nash don't count. Steve Nash from Canada, G.
That's not
Get the
America.
fuck outta here.
It's not America. They two.
It's North America.
foreign-born
It's
players.
North America.
It's not
G.
fucking the
It's
United
North
States.
America,
G.
G. Dirk ain't even from the same continent, G.
If you from
Do you
Canada,
feel me?
is this not an international player? If you're from Canada,
You're still international.
It is, but you still from North America.
you
G.
international.
Gee, you act like we ain't from the same land, though.
You
Come
international.
on, G. I don't want to
We
hear
fucking
that.
not. If we go to war,
wanna hear
Canada
that,
is not
G.
involved.
Alright, until Russia come over here, then they gonna want to get involved.
They gotta get involved. They ain't automatically in it.
I don't want to hear that. Alright, like Drake said, he was running through the 6 with his woes. He got that from somebody that was from Atlanta.
And he need a
Alright?
visa to be
He
here.
got that from somebody that
And
was
he need a
from
visa to be
Atlanta.
here.
It don't
And he
matter.
need a visa
He
to
got
be
that from
here.
somebody that was from Atlanta.
Alright,
Alright,
man.
alright.
Alright,
They
man.
a part. Alright, they might not be America, but they a part of all of this. I don't want to hear that, man.
Lakers.
Something you've never seen before.
Okay.
Alright.
Anthony Davis sprained his thumb. And does that worry anybody?
I told you already.
No.
What did I tell you? Disaster
go.
waiting to happen.
Here you go. Here you
The
go.
Lakers are a disaster waiting to
No,
happen.
they're
They
not.
really are.
No, they're not.
Oh, yes.
No,
I call Zion a freight train. You better hope that the Lakers ain't a train wreck. Because you will never hear the end from me.
They're not gonna be a train.
I've been telling you LeBron been watched for 2 years. If the
not-
Lakers don't make the playoffs, if the Lakers don't make the playoffs, they need to trade LeBron. I'm dead ass.
To who?
I don't give a shit. Trade that man back to Cleveland. Get Kevin Love.
Trade that man back.
Trade that man back to Cleveland for Kevin Love and run out Anthony Davis and Kevin Love.
Cleveland for Kevin Love. Trade that man back to Cleveland.
And see if you can get Bradley Beal or something. Shit, I
Trade
don't know.
that man back to
Trade
Cleveland.
that man back to Cleveland for Kevin Love. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
that
Trade
man
LeBron back to Cleveland for Kevin Love. I'm dead ass.
Oh, gee,
Kevin
no.
Love would love that.
No, gee.
Yes, this is the train wreck waiting to happen. They better hope that Anthony Davis don't get some
Say
other
something.
knick-knack thing, or he don't fuck
Yeah.
around and
that's-
get like some random high angle.
that's
You say that, but we
everybody,
see
though.
that
But
literally.
look, though,
His
but
first
that's-
game, Lakers fans were tweeting, AD fell on the ground, and my heart stopped.
But bro,
It's preseason.
But bro, that's every single team that we talking about. Besides, I want to say like the Blazers, they never really have any injury concerns, and the Nuggets for the most part, that's like the top teams all have injury concerns. The Clippers, injury concerns. I went to the game yesterday. Like Doc said, I was wondering if we could be able to finish the game. We had like so many guys banged up. Now, granted, if it was the regular season, they probably could have got continued to play. But like you see, Pat Bev, calf, Landry, wrist, Paul George, both shoulders, Kawhi, he always low managed.
He was also playing Melbourne.
It doesn't matter. These are still like it doesn't matter. These are still Knicks. Like every single team we talking about.
He didn't even play Kawhi. He didn't play Kawhi 10 minutes and 45 seconds versus the Nuggets.
But listen,
he does not care about preseason.
Every single team we talking about has injury concerns. All these guys have a history with injuries. Kawhi ain't the healthiest human being ever. Paul George ain't the healthiest human being ever. Sipping over to the Rockets.
I saw Kawhi just win a championship.
That's dope.
I saw Anthony Davis sitting on the sideline doing this.
Ailing the whole time. Ailing the whole time.
Shit,
Kawhi was ailing like
that's
shit
why
in the
they
finals.
first set him down. And
he had a hairline fracture.
What you mean?
In his head.
It's still a fracture?
Yes, and if they were actually competing for something, he'd have came back.
That's also something you got to worry about. AD. His hands seem to be getting hurt a lot.
Yeah,
they get hurt.
Yeah, he gonna be in the West with a lot. Well, he's gonna be playing against steeper competition.
That's also why he doesn't want to play center though. Why he likes playing on the perimeter.
Yeah, but you're 6'11". Get your big ass on the block.
He don't like doing that.
Get your big ass on the block.
He don't like doing that.
And LeBron, you better not be washed.
And with the Rockets,
you know what? Actually, on a new set, when we switch on a new set, I'm buying me like one of them old school washing boards.
You funny as hell.
I'm gonna put that in the background, and every week I'm gonna give away a washed award to somebody.
You funny as hell. And also with the Rockets, and then with the Rockets, Gerald Green just broke his foot, which I think is actually huge for the Rockets because Gerald Green is like probably
they're starting small forward.
No, he's not starting.
No, but you told me. But they got hold on.
Daniel House?
Oh yeah, but they got Daniel House.
They do, but Daniel House isn't the shooter Gerald Green is. Like Gerald Green hits shots that don't make sense. Gerald Green has never taken like the worse the shot, the higher percentage that he might hit it, which I think for Houston is huge. Even just looking at how Russell Westbrook pushes the balls up court, like pushes the ball up court. Gerald Green shoot on unorthodox shots. You need that. I think him being out, breaking his foot, being out for 2-3 months is huge for them. And I actually last thing before we get out of here, I want to go over because we didn't do it on Hoops and Brews. I want to go over our standings for Eastern Conference and Western Conference.
Oh yeah, they made all of those losers in Utah mad. Utah fans, guess what? I'm on y'all neck all season, B. Y'all, there should be no reason why this tweet had. Let's see how many responses I got on this tweet. 164 responses on this goddamn tweet. Utah, I'm on y'all neck all season long. This tweet had 3,800 engagements. Y'all was thirsty, trying to slander me, but guess what? I slander back, fam. So my Western Conference predictions, I had the Clippers 1, the Nuggets 2, the Rockets 3, and actually now that Gerald Green is hurt, I'm gonna change this again. I'm gonna go Clippers 1, Nuggets 2, Warriors 3, Lakers 4, Rockets 5, Blazers 6, Pelicans 7, Mavericks 8, Jazz 9, Spurs 10, Thunder 11, Kings 12, Memphis 13, the T-Wolves, I'm going to have them at 14, and I think the Suns are going to be dead last in the NBA, or at least dead last in the Western Conference again. If the Suns are anywhere above 15, Monty Williams deserves Coach of the Year. I'm dead at it. If the Suns win 35 games, give Monty Williams Coach of the Year. I'm voting for him, and I don't even got a vote. I'm trying to figure out how to get a vote. I'm joining an association.
I'm gonna just do my top 5. So I want the Clippers to win. Mm-hmm. Then I think if AD does not get hurt and he comes back, I think they'll be 2. And then Houston 3, Nuggets 4, and Warriors 5. Yeah. Do I have to do the East yet? No.
No, you can let me go first.
I had Rockets 1, but Gerald Green just got hurt, so I don't have Rockets 1 anymore.
Oh, really? Oh, how quickly you change your allegiances? Your allegiances. I thought that was your guy. I thought he was the MVP.
Listen, I have Nuggets 1 actually. I have Nuggets 1. I have
let me see that.
Nuggets 1. I have Rockets 2. Blazers 3. I have Lakers. I have Clippers. I have Clippers 4. I have Lakers 5. I have Jazz 6. Warriors 7. Spurs 8. I have the Mavericks 9th. The Pelicans 10th. The Kings 11th. The Thunder 12th. I'm gonna actually go with the Suns 13th. 14 Grizzlies, 15 Wolves. I think the Wolves are going to be the worst team in the Western Conference.
Okay. All right. Who you got for the East?
For the East, I have Sixers 1. I have the Nets 2. I have the Bucks 3. I have the Raptors 4. I have I'm going to go with the Celtics 5. I have the Pistons 6. I have the Pacers 7th. And I have the Heat 8th. And I have the Magic 9th. I have the Bulls 10th. I have the Knicks 11th. I have the Wizards 12th. I have the Cavs 13th. Hawks 14th. Hornets 15th.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what my list is because there's been so many people in our mentions and I've been responding to them. I can't see it, so I'm just doing it from scratch. I believe I had the 76ers as the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. For me, I just think Joel Embiid this year is primed to have an MVP caliber year, and if he doesn't, then that's on him because I don't think Kawhi Leonard should have been in that finals last year. I think the 76ers should have been in the finals, but Joel Embiid was ailing. He wasn't as in good of condition as he said he was at like 60% conditioning last year, which is egregious. I don't give a fuck. That's egregious. You too goddamn big to be coming in camp 40%, because that means that 60 you worked up to get near that during the season, just trying to hustle back. No wonder your knee always flaring up and shit, because you're fat. Get your fat ass in the gym.
He lost 20 pounds.
Good. He should. He should have lost 30. I'm sorry. He should have lost 30 and replace at least 5 of it with some muscle. So I think Embiid should be the best player in the Eastern Conference this year. And if he's not, obviously I think Giannis is. So for me, I think
he should aim to be the best player.
He should. I think he should. I think if I'm him, why can't I win MVP?
Why can't you win every award? MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, First Team All NBA. He should have a Hakeem 94 type season.
I'm not upset at that. Even a Hakeem 89 season would be great for.
I don't know what the hell Hakeem did in 89.
He was putting up some numbers.
And they was losing like shit.
It don't matter. He ain't had no talent around him. He didn't have Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Al Horford.
Hakeem also mentally wasn't in 89.
Yeah, but Embiid might not even be in that place right now. So it's one of them things where that's what I'm saying. Like, he got to be a dog. Like I said earlier this episode, I'm looking for these guys to be better than the old guys. So he got to be a dog. So I got the 76ers 1. I got the Bucks 2. I got Brooklyn 3. I have Philadelphia. I'm sorry. I have Boston 4. I have Detroit. Actually, I have Detroit 4. I have Boston 5. I have the Pacers 6. I have I got the Magic 7 and the Bulls 8. And then after that, I think it's a pick 'em between whoever. I think that New York is going to probably be the worst team in the NBA, if not the Cleveland Cavaliers, depending upon Kevin Love if he plays or if they trade him. But yeah, that's for me for the Eastern Conference. How about you?
My top's pretty much the same. Like, I have the 76ers going 1 for sure. I think Bucks will be 2. Then I think where was I? I think for 3, I want to put. I'm going to go left. I'm going to say the Celtics might be up there. Okay. I think the Raptors might actually show up better than the Nets. So that's my place.
So you got the Raptors making the playoffs? I don't have them making the playoffs.
Really?
I think the Raptors will be the 9th seed. Do you think that
because you think they trade people?
I think Miami will be the 10th seed.
Do you think that because they trade people, or do you just not believe in what's in Toronto anymore?
I just don't believe in what's in Toronto anymore. I think that Kawhi very clearly was the force behind that team. Everybody's talking to me about Siakam, but I got to see him go out there and average 23 for a whole season. Yeah. I got to see him go out there every night, give me 23 and 9, or 24 and 9, or 24 and 10. I don't know if he's there. Obviously, they retained Lowry because they gave him his extension.
But he still might get traded.
Yes.
That actually makes it easier to trade him.
Yeah, but still, even with him still might get traded. Ibaka is a piece that could be a piece for a team, including the Warriors. I mean, if you think about it, the Warriors could use a guy like Ibaka coming off of the market. Even if you,
do they have to get him though?
I don't know, but we can figure it out. We can figure out something. I'm sure somebody want to move some cap around. We can try to swap some players and figure it out. For the Warriors, I think for them, they are in such a salary cap strap place where they just need high value assets for as cheap as possible. So I think that they will be one of the biggest buyers in this trade market, period, including with D'Angelo Russell, who I don't think that they should trade, but I think that if you can pick up some solid pieces for him, it's worth it, because for the salary that he commands, you need to bolster your team, because Steph Curry is getting older and I don't want him to have to feel the pressure to have to go out every night and always have to give me 40. I need him to just be like, I can put up 30 tonight. Cool. But if he got to go out every night, no, I'm serious. Like, no. It's kind of like Harden. Like, Harden to start the season last year felt like he had to go out every night and put up 40 or put up, 50 or 35 in order to will and to win. That's the main reason why he was. Who the fuck do they have that's not hurt on the team right now, other than Draymond Green and D'Angelo Russell?
He shouldn't think he got to put up 30. He should think.
Yes, he does. Steph averaged 28 last year. If he don't have to put up 30 this year, then what is he there for?
What you should have said is, I don't want Steph to feel like he has to put up 30 to 35 every night, but he could put up 25 and be smooth.
25, so he gonna regress and we gonna be a better team.
That's what I said. He should feel like I can put up 25 tonight and we can still win.
No, he should
pieces.
No, he should not. No, he should not.
Why not?
Because that's not the fucking case. This ain't facts. Your gunslinger, your splash, bro.
You missing what I'm saying.
He's dehydrated right now.
You missing what I'm saying.
He need a little bit more drip.
You missing what I'm saying. You need pieces.
What are you talking about?
You need to get pieces there, so it's like, yo, I got 25 tonight, but the rest of the guys got me. You don't want him thinking like I gotta score 35.
Then we not making the playoffs by that thinking, and that's why we gonna make the playoffs because we don't think that way. Fuck is wrong with you? I hear what you're saying, and it's wrong.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is. And Stephen Wardell Curry don't average close to 30 this year. He's a fraud. And you hear it from his number one fan. But he's going to average close to 30 because he ain't a goddamn fraud. And unless he's hurt, he going to be all right. MVP. We coming back. Second unanimous MVP. We in the building. I predicted it last year. But KD was there stealing all the shine. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. My man Steph Curry. My man Luka Doncic. And my man Zion Williamson. They coming for everybody in the Western Conference. Remember that. Write it down. Never lost. Larry Markkinen coming for the Eastern Conference. Never lost. What?
Larry Markkinen.
What?
Let Larry Markkinen go.
What?
Let Larry Markkinen go.
What?
Please let Larry Markkinen go.
What team you think will be the most surprising team in the NBA this year?
Pelicans. So I think everyone wants them to be bad, and I think they're going to be really good. And I think Zion's going to be obviously extremely good, but people think they're still going to lose a lot of games. I think they have the potential to win a lot of games. So we'll see what happens.
I like that. And if you had to choose one sleeper to have the best seed in the whole league, because last year nobody thought that the Bucks were going to be the number one seed. We thought they could be like in the top 4 in the East, but not number 1. Yeah. So who's your number 1? And actually they had the best record in the league, right? Mm-hmm. And then they went out and lost. But who do you think is that sleeper team to have the best record in the league?
To have the best record in the league?
Yeah, sleeper team.
I think the Clippers. I think they have the potential if they all play together and the rookies step up, which I think they will. I think Terrence Mann is already ready to play at this level. So I think they have the potential to have a really good season. So, yeah, that's going to be my choice.
Doc actually talked about that. He was like, somebody asked him, like, yo, do you guys think you're a sleeper team? He was like, I don't know. I don't care.
Which is the best. Yeah, it's the mindset you got to have to be the sleeper team.
My sleeper team is the Raptors, man.
Yeah. For the best record in the league?
No, but I think they can win the East. I think they can win the East or come close to winning the East. Reason being is they pretty much had the same parts from last year. Wow. They're just missing Kawhi
without
Leonard.
Kawhi.
Wow. But look at their record without Kawhi Leonard. Wow. They had a great record without Kawhi Leonard.
They did, yeah.
So, like, they already had the same... Like, they still look like a really, really good basketball team. I think they can come in this season and roll over. Obviously, in the playoffs, they probably get beat first, second round. I was not expecting championship. I think in the regular season, because a lot of it is just about familiarity. Yeah. Everybody's familiar with everybody. They have veterans. I guess they're not tanking. So if I had to pick a sleeper team, I would pick the Raptors. I think everybody expects them to just fall off a cliff just because Kawhi isn't there, and I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah. I still think they can win the East, if not, and if not win it, have the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
I respect the level of hot takes at which you can produce at that rate. Because what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I think the Raptors are going to do better than what people think they're going to do, but I think it's different to finish off a game without your best piece than to finish off a season without your best piece.
Or go for a whole season without your best piece.
So I think, so I think they'll do better than people are expecting, but I don't think they'll go that far.
I think they can have a season like what the Hawks had 3-4 years ago. Now, I don't think they win as many games, but you remember that Hawks team that like went insane? And they had no stars? I think they can have a season like that.
They did have a star. Al Horford was on that team. G. Paul Millsap was on that team. They're both stars. They're not superstars.
Kyle Lowry,
they're stars.
Kyle Lowry,
Kyle Lowry ain't no damn star no more.
Yes, the fuck he is. He was a fucking all-star last year. Averaged 14 to fucking 10. You just said Paul Millsap was a star, but can't say Kyle Lowry was a star.
Come on. Paul Millsap back then was way younger and better than Kyle Lowry.
No, he wasn't.
Right now. Yes,
younger,
he was.
Not better.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Stop it. Paul Millsap better than Kyle Lowry right now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Stop.
Paul Millsap is better than Kyle Lowry right now.
Stop.
Like literally today, Paul Millsap is better than Kyle Lowry. No, you're lying. You're lying.
Kyle Lowry should have won Finals MVP.
That don't mean he's better than Paul Millsap. That just means he should have won Finals MVP out of this series.
He's better than Paul Millsap.
No, he's not.
He's a better shooter.
He shouldn't have won Finals MVP because Steph Curry was dropping 30 on his head every night.
No, he wasn't.
Steph Curry dropping 30 on his head every night.
39% shooting.
It don't matter.
Same shit you criticize him for.
I don't criticize. No, you want to know why? Because at least Steph Curry can get to the championship. James Harden ain't sniffed the championship in damn near a decade.
Here you go.
All right?
Here you go.
He was still eating donuts from Oklahoma City back when he last went to the championship.
Regardless, I think the Raptors can be that sleeper team. Who's your sleeper team?
My sleeper team.
You gonna say some bullshit?
This is tough.
He gearing up to say the bullshit. I think the Mavericks can win 55 games.
Nah, my sleeper team for the best record in the league is the Warriors. We here. We ain't never lost. We ain't never going nowhere. Never lost. Let's get it. We back here again. We ain't went nowhere. You can keep hating on us. You could think the rain is over. The rain ain't over. Steph Curry just broke out the umbrella because he ready for some more drip. He ready. All right, and when Klay come back, he's splashing. He been splashing all season on the yacht. China can hate on him. It don't matter. He coming back. He shooting. He shooting for that contract. Like Dave Chappelle said, he told Kobe, play me for your freedom. That's what they doing for Klay Thompson. Come back, shoot for your contract. That's what China gonna tell Klay Thompson. Otherwise, that shit is void. We can save in our company $80 million anyway. We don't even like y'all. So when Klay come back, he got to hoop. Because now he need a new shoe deal. So we here. We ain't never lost. Let's get it. Any final words?
No.
It's been Hoops and Brews. Your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram at ReelTPJ. That's ReelTPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you're damn dummy. And as always, on this show, we drink, but do not drink and drive. If you are over the age of 18 in Canada or over the age of 21 in America, drink responsibly. And if you're under the age of 18 in Canada or you're under the age of 21, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. And as always, we appreciate having special guests come through. Ashley, thank you so much. You were a great guest. We really enjoyed you. You're welcome to come back anytime you want to hear us both scream at each other.
Yeah.
And you're more than welcome to join in the screaming next time.
Yeah.
But go ahead, talk to the people. Let them know where they can find you at on the internet. And yeah, get your plug in.
Find me at Lily Murray on everything. LELEMURRAY. That's my handle for Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube. And that's pretty much it.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at Pavyworld, P-A-V-Y-World, all one word. Check out Pavers.com. Pavers Volume 2 is out right now. And yeah, follow me on whatever you want to follow me on.
Yes, and there's a new episode of Highlight the Shade out right now. Make sure you go and you check that out. It's currently available on the channel. They're talking about the whole H&M hair controversy.
H&M hair controversy?
Yeah, like they put a little black girl in like with her head. Her shit did look fun.
Yeah, it was bad, but I saw the idea.
It was bad, but it was like
every other kid's hair was messed up.
Yeah.
It just looked worse because they didn't know how to make her hair look better, but still messed up.
No, it's not even that. The idea was like kids after they came home from school. So like they just had the little black girl with her hair looking all fucked up. and so they talk about that. So make sure you go and you check out the latest episode of Highlight the Shade when they talk about that. They also talk about Tyler Perry opening up his studio, as well as I interviewed LeVar Ball. On Thursday, I got an exclusive interview with the big baller himself. I talked to him about LaMelo Ball, about Lonzo Ball, about Zion Williamson, about Alvin Gentry. I talked to him about is the big baller brand dead? Make sure you go and you check that interview out. It is now up and live on the channel as well as the smaller segments from it. Shout out to the big baller himself. We appreciate that as well. Shout out to the homie Julia, who's LeVar's publicist. Thank you. We appreciate that. What was you saying?
I appreciate that LeVar would not forget about Jello.
He really don't. That man said, I got 3 lottery tickets. He lied. And somebody gonna say he called his son's lottery tickets. He meant lottery picks. He meant lottery picks because I said lottery picks. He like, I got 3 lottery. He meant lottery picks, not lottery tickets. Like he said, unless you know me, you gonna think about whatever, so it don't matter to me. But yeah, man, we appreciate that. And also, check out King Watch, the last episode of King Watch, our All Lakers podcast starring the homie Daniel Belts. One day he will be the voice of the Lakers. Remember I said that I've been telling y'all that for about 2 years now. We've been working, so once we get to where we getting, he gonna get to where he getting. But anyways, we appreciate it. It's been Hoops and Brews. Thank you all. Make sure you subscribe, like. Also, hit our Patreon, patreon.com/HNB. You can attend the game with me and Pavy and talk shit, and you can help support our creative endeavors because we need money like I Need Money did on How High. We'll get it with y'all next time. Peace out.